Alright, and we're back. Sorry for the delay. My stupid computer was lagging out horribly and did not want to stream properly. I was dropping like half of my frames because my internet speed was in the dirt. I don't know why. I can't wait to get AT&T to have fiber. Until then,
you can't promise
Cox,
that.
you
It
stink.
keeps not showing up.
Well, I know.
That's not his fault.
They flagged my backyard like October or November last year, and they haven't touched it since.
Okay.
So I'm just in a waiting game, unfortunately. So anyway, we are in the process of currently leveling up, so we will get started here in just a few minutes. We have one online and one missing today.
I think I'm done now.
You were good. What did you end up picking?
I did telekinesis.
I officially hit 20 for my charisma.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I was gonna look at your
Is that
thing.
pretty thin?
Yeah, his charisma boost. So stand uses their charisma boost their stand's power.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's his strength and his charisma summed together to make his stand's strength.
Yeah.
For his punches, so his strength gets, the bigger strength is the better.
I also forget I have magical guidance. Do you have so much stuff?
What is that
It's
for?
so hard
You
to
have
keep track
so
of.
much stuff.
Yeah, sorcerers
You
are
need a
awesome,
cheat
but they
sheet.
have so much to deal
All I
with.
need to do is I need to find. Yeah, I need to have like a favorites that
Yeah.
I'll have. Like,
It's
that's
like a cheat
that's
sheet.
why I don't like.
You
this.
need a cheat sheet that just has like list of things you can do,
Exactly.
and it just gives you like 2 words.
So
Yeah,
what I would
magic
recommend
guidance.
is this.
Boosh.
The way that I did it that I really liked is I did a character for Michael's thing. I had for Cody's campaign that we ran, the one shot for stand users. They have a whole list of things you can do. So I had actions. I listed everything I could do as an
That's what I'm
action.
saying, yeah.
Bonus actions. Everything I could do as a bonus action, and then reactions. Because there were so many specific things I could do that way.
That's
It
what
really
I should
helped.
do. I think that's why I don't like always get lost in the D&D Beyond things because they're all on so many different pages. And so I think that's a good idea. I'm not gonna do it. I'll
Anyway.
probably like go and like design it and stuff to make it really clean for me.
But yeah.
But I appreciate the offer.
Sometime in the future, we still need to get together to do assets because I have some cool
Was
ideas.
it,
My first current
20?
thought is instead of doing big cameras, I'm gonna do small ones for each person, and then put their names. And then depending on if you could work with me on assets, we could do some AI generation for art and just get a little picture like next to them for that.
I still would like. I know that somebody. Chris, was it you that sent me? Somebody sent me some description of their character. I know. Also, did you send me Hero Forge stuff or something as well?
No,
Or
I
no?
don't remember.
Somebody sent me a couple
That was
things.
Michael, wasn't it?
Michael sent me his too.
Yeah.
But I only have right now. I just have Michael's
Yeah.
little picture done.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy to do everybody else's. If they have
It would be
descriptions.
really awesome to have. I know we're getting close to the end of this campaign, so maybe we don't do that for this one.
Yeah.
But like at the start of the next campaign, I would love to have just little icons that show like just a general what they look like,
I agree.
and then like their names and stuff. I just feel like it'd be more personal and it looks cooler.
Yeah, and people would be able to visualize what's going on. a lot
Exactly.
better.
That's kind of the idea.
I'm over 100 hit points now.
What?
I'm over 100 hit points now.
You have over 100 hit points. Okay, so Ancient Dragons it is.
Yeah.
No, we still have our 28 max HP
No.
modifier on, don't we? I still have mine on
You will have that until the end of the
I
day.
don't have it.
No, you won't actually.
because I was dead.
I never
You died.
I'm dead. Correct.
It
I
lasts
never
8
got
hours.
that.
I know, but does it last after death?
I'm dead.
I don't see why not.
You know, that is a valid question. Does health come from the body or the spirit? You can take psychic damage.
You can also take physical damage.
Yeah.
You can also take
Yeah.
spiritual damage.
Technically, yeah, because it's not concentration in any way.
That dead body has like way too much
Yeah.
HP.
Well, it's 0 HP, but it's HP modifiers.
Yeah.
That
dead
dead
body.
body looks like it had a lot of HP earlier.
Yeah, that dead body looks like it has the potential for a lot of HP.
With an extra.
It's looking very, very plump right now.
Yeah, with that, I'm almost at 100. I'm at 94. Well, I'm also dead.
Without
but-
it, I'm at 108.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's better than mine.
Well, you didn't have it to begin with, right?
No. I did not.
Alrighty, there's
I
that.
think, yeah, I naturally broke 100 last level.
Excuse me.
What's
what?
What?
I threw an extra.
What's up?
We can share.
Sorry.
Something bad happened?
Yeah, I just.
Broke everything.
Nope. Sorry. Just bill stuff. I'm sorry.
Stupid. No, you're good. I understand, dude. That
I have
stuff
no idea where
stresses
this
me
came
out.
Yeah, you hit 20 charisma, I hit 20 wisdom, you hit 20 charisma, Jalpon hit 20 intelligence.
Finally, took you guys long enough.
No, right?
I hit 18 dex.
Alright, my bitrate looks pretty good right now, so that's good. So
Good
anyway,
apple butter.
is it?
Just a little burnt.
That's not my
That's
fault.
my fault.
Anyway, well, we can get started.
Yes.
Everybody ready to get started? Everyone's done leveling up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what happened last time?
We died. Everybody but me.
died.
Everybody
It was
but the two of
horrible.
us.
We didn't really have good target priority. Dragon hit me 6 times with its tail. That was pretty much what happened to me. I think the fight only lasted about 30 seconds too.
It was almost a minute.
Before
It was eight
everybody
rounds.
It was 30 seconds, and then it was 4 of us dead, and then the rest of it was
Trying to figure out what to
Yeah.
do. Yeah. It was a long fight in D&D terms.
Yeah.
The fog really kind of screwed everyone's vision up, which made it hard.
Yeah.
And then I think either Wayland ran for help or Diva ran for help.
Yeah, I got
Wayland did.
I did.
I like to imagine when Diva found out that he needed 4 diamonds worth 500 gold each, he just ran to the rich district and started breaking into houses, stealing people's jewelry.
Well, I've definitely looted your bodies for that.
We don't have that.
You do
500
not.
gold worth of diamonds, I'm sure.
500 gold
A single
diamond.
diamond.
Oh.
You have to get a single diamond.
4 single diamonds worth 500 gold.
True.
Well, how much gold do we have? I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But then you have to have someone that can cast the spell,
Right.
which is the hard part.
Yeah.
The diamond is hard to come by, but it's not like
Can you
unheard of.
survive? What's your wife's name?
No, she cannot cast that spell. She's not powerful enough.
I don't even know.
Get a better wife.
Yeah, what is your
Yes,
wife's
I have a
name?
wife. Zekla?
It's a stupid,
Zekla.
Zekla.
it's a stupid name.
I came up with it. That was rude.
No.
You lose inspiration for that.
Okay. You
That's-
just,
Well, he loses.
No, it's not
inspiration.
open.
So-
why are you taking it from me?
Just knock him down to half HP.
He's already down to like half
I
HP.
am. I'm at half HP.
A quarter HP then.
I'm 1 point under half HP.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway, so everyone's looking at things on their phone.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
No,
waiting
you're
for
good.
Devo
I'm
to
texting
tell us
Sarah
what he's
about my
going to
thing.
do
You're
with our
fine.
dead
That's
bodies.
okay. I understand.
He
You're
said
good.
something about lining them up and pouring drinks all over him or something.
No. We
What?
put them up against the wall. And I sat down and I grabbed all the liquor from behind the bar and started pouring myself drinks while I waited for the priest.
That you
I
did, yes. You
definitely
ran off and
ran off, grabbed a priest,
yes,
came back and started
yes.
just downing.
So and we'll start there. So you ran off to go grab a priest.
Yep.
I guess
And the priest will do
we
it.
should finish off what happened and how you died because nothing has been said. So
Oh, yeah.
you started off stunned from your way too alcoholic beverage.
Kamikazes,
Your
yes.
kamikazes stunned 3 of you, and
Somebody got
Michael's polymorph, which turned him into a cat.
All 3, yeah. No.
So that was fun, and then in the middle of that, a dragon appeared, an adult black dragon appeared, and tore the roof open,
Yep.
and then combat ensued.
And
Dragon.
a bunch of demons showed up.
Then they were not demons, they were fiends. Slightly different, but close. They're technically called Technically, they're called Yugoloths, which is their subtype, but they are fiends in general. They're not demons.
Are those the poison things, or?
Yugoloths are both of them, actually. Yugoloth is the overarching type, and then there were the bigger ones were called Nikoloths, and the smaller ones were Mesoloths. And they each have their own abilities.
Okay.
So, but you don't know much about that, but that's okay. Anyway, so the dragon pulled all your guys' attention, and then out of nowhere, clouds of poison fog appeared, which clouded everyone's vision and started poisoning everybody. After that, a very large battle ensued with a dragon, a rider, 2 Nikoloths, and 3 Mesoloths. And a bunch of people died. You guys killed all but one of the Mesoloths. You killed the dragon.
Yep.
You disintegrated the rider.
Yeah.
That's true.
And 4 of you died.
That is correct.
The dragon had I could have played the dragon a little better. He was definitely very insulted by your command, which is why he came after you.
That makes sense.
So that wasn't like intended to slight you, but that was like, you don't command a dragon to do things.
That was the plan. The plan was to command him, and then we jump him. But the second part.
But nobody jumped him. He jumped
there was
you.
no jumping, and
Nobody,
it happened. Aside
nobody
from me.
could have gotten to that.
Then again, in everyone else's defense, you did this and they couldn't see you.
Yeah.
I shot a dragon over here.
Yeah, no, but again,
That
they were
probably wasn't enough
that,
detail.
that would have
Plus, I didn't know what was
required
going on with them.
running through poisonous fog to get to you, of which they had no idea where you were.
I
So
feel like they could hear.
So for me, taking that, if I had gotten out of that, I would have done an opportunity attack and I would have died.
anyway, so that happened. Lots of dragon fighting.
Through the fog.
I believe Cody, did you kill the dragon or was it Aiden?
I killed it.
You came up with one final punch and you did. No, wait, you killed the Nikoloth.
No, Cody killed the
I
dragon.
ripped the
Yes.
dragon's heart out.
Anyway, but yes. So
I killed the Nightclaw.
Uh,
I killed the dragon.
yes, that sounds right. I couldn't remember which one it was, but yeah. So after a long and grueling minute of combat,
Yep.
all of the enemies were dead except for the one Mezloth that ran away.
Cody's scared.
Cody scared away. Well, you guys scared away because everyone was dying. Although it really wasn't scared because it
Right.
doesn't die.
Brian didn't. It just didn't come back.
Yeah, it just didn't want to come back. It's like, they got this. It's fine. So that happened. And then at the end of the session, we had 4 dead. And Wayland went and ran to the Church of Helm to go grab somebody. See if they would help. So you arrive at the church, kind of panicking, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I'm out of breath, panicking, asking for somebody.
So there is a priest standing. There's a priest there who's kind of just watching the church as you enter.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll go up to him
okay.
and I'll just say, hey,
Says welcome.
they're all dead. They're all dead. We need help.
Who is dead?
Nick's dead. Gilon's dead. Japon's dead.
Make sure you tell him that
Windor's
Nick's dead,
dead.
'cause Nick's like
That's the first thing he said. He said Nick's dead.
Nick's
Drop
extra
off.
dead.
It's very.
Nick the priest?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, oh my.
Yeah.
He
What-
died valiantly.
Tell
defending
me
my
what
city.
happened.
Dragon, demons, poison.
Is
I need a drink.
I'm sorry, we don't serve alcohol here at the church.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave and go find a drink.
Hold on,
Well-
I need a drink before I can tell you anymore. I'll be right back.
Don't you have your flask?
Yeah, I'll
What?
pull up the jar.
Please, not in the church.
I'll take 2 steps outside the door.
That's acceptable. So,
Everything
please.
away.
Okay. What happened?
Dragon came in.
A dragon in Waterdeep?
Black dragon.
Again? Man, this you guys,
Ripped the
isn't that
roof
the
off.
second one in like a month?
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not saying.
I know.
Something about
You're dead.
saying something
Evo's
about
moving our
how
bodies into a line
the
right
mask
now.
was assembled,
Put sitting them up.
and they're all dead now. Help.
Oh my.
What do we need to get? Can you bring them back?
Well, that's no easy feat. I can't. I'm not strong enough. But perhaps Father Donovan can. And he'll have you follow him, and he'll lead you back into the back area of the church. And he'll take you to the leader, the high priest. And he'll tell the story that a dragon came, that Nick, one of the servants of Helm, has perished, and we want to see if we can bring him back. And Father Donovan will sit in silence for just a minute, contemplating what has happened, because that's a lot to take on for anybody.
Yeah.
That's not an adventurer specifically. And he will take you. He will say very well, and he will lead you to the basement, where they have a little altar, and he will open up a jewel box that is very, very beautiful, and he will pull out 3 diamonds, and he will throw them in his pouch, and he will follow you. He said, "Lead the way."
Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah. There's 4 people dead. Was there no diamond place to...
There might be. The church only has 3 on stock. We don't have any more. We typically don't hold more than 3 for risk of being robbed.
Yeah, I'll lead him back to
Okay.
the place and then go
Okay.
try and find a diamond on someone's body. 'Cause I don't.
Okay. So he will approach the church, or he will approach the bar, and he will just begin assessing the situation. And I mean, obviously, it's a horrifying sight. There is acidically melted bodies all over the floor. Furniture is destroyed. The roof is ripped open. Very few people escaped unscathed at all, if not almost dead. Almost every civilian that
What about that guy?
he got out. After the fight ended and the dragon got away, he bolted out the main door because it was unlocked. But you haven't seen any of the civilians since the fight ended. They took off running and ran home. he will just assess the situation, and for a couple minutes before he does anything, he will like bend over the dead bodies and pray, wishing their souls to Helm to avenge them and so on and so forth. He will then approach Nick's body and be like, or he will say, I don't think Helm is quite done with you yet. And he will pull out one of the diamonds, and he will begin chanting, and he will crush this diamond into powder, and he will spread it over your body, and the half-orc...
Over an hour ritual.
Yes. Is it an hour?
It is an hour ritual.
Dang, yes. So he will take a
Or
while.
an hour casting time.
I think at that point I'll probably
Go get another diamond.
I will go take 100 gold from each of the dead people and go find another diamond.
Okay.
And
I still like the idea. As soon as Diva realizes we need diamonds, he runs off and just starts robbing people.
you know, I'm gonna go.
Do you? Is that what
No,
happens?
Diva. What's
Diva's-
actually gonna happen?
Diva's probably
It's supposed to be an hour-long ritual, but you notice that it feels incredibly fast. Like maybe it took a few minutes, and it works. And Devo is incredibly drunk out of nowhere. You never see him take a single shot ever, but he is immediately
You're just
drunk.
sloshed.
Yes, and the liquor all gone entirely.
All the
empty.
bottles. There's
all
just
the
bottles all over the,
Yes.
the cabinet. Oh my
I'm
god.
pissed off that you didn't save me one.
What?
You better save me one.
You better say
It's an
something. Then.
entire bar. He can drink. He can't drink an entire bar dry. Especially with all the kamikazes.
Make one Constitution save.
Make 10 back to back to back to back to back.
Although you can only do that so much
that's
without gaining exhaustion from it too.
Sure.
So-
Only a couple.
4 times a minute.
Yeah. So it's not constant. You just notice that time feels off.
Yeah, which kind of throws the priest off as he's chanting this chant. He's like, I thought I already said that portion of it. Hang on, let me go back. So it actually takes like an hour 10 minutes because of that. He's
But
like, I thought I
somehow
said
it
that already.
feels like it took no time at all.
I'm gonna go find
Okay.
a jeweler shop or
Okay.
magic item shop or
Okay.
something.
So jeweler shop's probably a good place to go to for this.
Yep.
So we'll come to that in a minute. So he will finish. Well, I guess we can do it now because it's an hour. You will go to the jeweler shop, and you will walk in, and the jeweler will have obviously some small stuff out. He doesn't have anything big in the front area. Well, so what do you say to him?
Diamond.
We got lots of diamonds,
Need it.
diamonds of all kinds.
You're trying to bring someone back to life. I need the big diamond.
Back to I. What do you mean back to life? With, huh?
That's 500 gold with the diamond. One diamond. That's
Oh my,
Yeah.
that's a hefty diamond. Gotta be, ooh, what, 40 carats? Oh boy. Give me a minute. Let me go check my back store. So he'll run back to the back and look around. You'll hear him kind of rifling through some things. He says, no, that won't work. It's not big enough. And he'll take a couple minutes, and then he'll come back out and say, well, I don't have one for 500, unfortunately.
walk out.
Okay.
Go to the next one.
Next one.
Well, there's only like one big jeweler in the area,
Don't walk out.
Rich
Okay.
people's houses.
but I have one for 7. It's the only thing I have on short notice. But if you need a gem that's a certain size, I think this will work.
Would I know enough to know how to...
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Well, he saw the 3 diamonds.
Yeah.
He did, but again, it's magic, and he's not like super trained or versed in it. If it makes a difference,
I got no idea.
so I mean, yeah, you think it'd be perfect. I don't know.
You know?
It's up
Bigger
to
the
you.
better.
You have no idea, really. I mean, all you can do is buy it and try it, right?
Yeah, I'll buy it and... I guess I'll buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dead people lose 100 gold. Right?
Okay.
And I'm taking 300, I think. Yeah, that's how math works.
Yes.
Numbers.
Yeah, it's just however you divide the 700. But yes.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna save 600 from the dead people who walked out. So.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not worried about the cost because I know you guys can afford it, but just
Yeah.
divide it however you need to.
I'll-
So he will he will package the diamond up into a nice box and then hand it to you. Be like, I don't know if you need the box, but it comes with a box. So here you go.
Say thanks, throw it in the bag.
He tosses it in a giant bag of holdings that rattles around with 30 weapons.
Yeah.
Ching, clang, clang, ching. You're just gonna be all
I
scratched up
think
when you get it out.
I think there's a whole lot of weapons in there.
I don't know
it's
what's
just
on it. It's just
Ammo and
It's
gunpowder.
It's a bunch of gunpowder. It's gonna blow up.
Just a whole bunch of gunpowder in the diamond.
You throw it in there, and it creates a spark. And just
Yeah, piezoelectric sparks. They're
Yeah.
real. They're a thing.
Firework ignites in the
anyway,
bag. Yeah.
you
alright.
throw it in your bag, and you take off back to the bar.
Back to the bar.
And you get there probably right around the time that the first ritual is ending.
Hey,
Um,
I'm alive.
So you walk in and sit as the priest seems to be finishing up this ritual, and you hear as Nick sits up and
How
comes
many
is back to life.
Does he have?
1 HP.
1 HP.
And you are in. I will say you are in severe pain.
I'll go up to.
Yep. I'll hit
priest.
myself with the good old preserve life.
Okay.
Go up to the priest. Say, I found this. I hope it's enough.
Okay. He will pull it out and he'll look at it and be like, it's bigger than you need, but it'll work. Yes. I hope you didn't overpay too much for it. But I mean, it depends on if their life is worth it or not. I guess.
I don't care about the cost right now. Right?
Well, then it will work. Thank you.
And then I'll go to the
I know
bar
you can
and
ship off a couple 200 gold dust
Smaller
off of that
diamonds.
end and make it,
And keep it?
right shape. Use it for greater restoration.
And I will go up to the bar, stand across from Devo, and just start. I can't say that. Just start drinking.
So what I imagine is you have a shot in your hands. You're getting ready to take it, and then as you do, it's just empty, and you're like, I swear,
Yeah.
and you'll pour another one, and you'll do it again, and it's just empty again, and you see
Yeah.
Dio's
You
like,
keep
"What's
pour-
wrong?
you
Can't
keep
she a
pouring
drink?"
these shots, and then you look and they're just empty. However, you're also very drunk. You're still very drunk.
Yes.
Do I even remember taking the shots?
No, you do not.
Well, I was playing that like you were just stealing his shots while he was pouring them. It's
I
like he
guess.
would pour a shot, grab it, you would stop time, take it, shoot it, and put it back in his hand.
I can do that as well. Yes, that's fair.
You know, I'll pour
You just
out-
see Devo getting sloshed in front of you as
Getting-
you're like,
yeah, every
"Where
time
are my
you pour
drinks
a shot,
going?"
It disappears, and Devo
I
gets
get
a little more
frustrated.
drunk.
This isn't working. I take out the jar.
You just pour it straight into your mouth.
Yeah, you put your mouth around the bottle.
I put it,
Do
I put
this.
it under me. and switch it to mayonnaise and hopes it'll.
Just flat
No, you
mayonnaise
switch
on
to
yourself.
alcohol and you start pouring, and then all of a sudden mayonnaise just splatters all over your face as a prank happens.
Nah, Devo is not in the mood for pranks right now.
He's just in the mood for alcohol.
Devo, yeah, he's just in the mood for
I
alcohol.
will empty
The whole
the
thing.
whole thing
Okay.
into
Sounds good.
glasses and just
Share it with Devo.
share it with Devo
Okay.
and Nick when he gets up. And
No,
Yeah,
so
as soon as everyone wakes up, we have a drink ready for them. Where it's like, you
Been
might
through a
need
lot,
this.
huh?
Nick is-
Devo like sloshes over like,
Yeah.
"Here, Nick, I think you need
You want
this."
this
Nick
one.
is swearing off drinking.
stops time.
Yes.
Only
Yeah.
bad things have happened.
Or, don't drink drinks from a wizard that specifically says this drink will do weird stuff.
It's not a. He wasn't a wizard.
We were at a wizard bar.
It's sort.
He's
I mean,
an alchemist.
His name was Greg.
yes,
Yeah,
Bartender. That's
he's dead.
dude. It was just pure Everclear, is what it was.
He's raised dead.
Ah, sure.
Have you ever just shot pure Everclear?
I sure have.
Exactly.
You know what it didn't do? Turned me into a cat.
Everclear. No, that was the kamikaze. Everclear was the kamikaze.
That's fine. I sure didn't get turned into a cat by that one. though.
That's true.
I know some people who thought they were cats after they got drunk.
I don't know about just
I
drinking.
don't talk to
Their
them.
inner furry
I'm
comes out.
glad. That's a good thing not to. Anyway, so he finished the first ritual, and you come back
I'll
to
join
life.
for the second.
He will. Well, he's gonna talk to you for a minute before
Yeah.
he starts the second one. He's like, "Are you okay? What happened?" And he'll get obviously a little more information from you.
Yeah. Black Dragon, the rider was something about the mask and United. I think we're gonna see some devastation here soon if we don't
Oh my.
get this under control. But yeah, we were ambushed. I mean, on the back foot. We tried our best, and some of us survived to tell the tale. But
Well,
we plan on coming
Hope-
at them
I'll
better
say
next time.
hopefully you all survive the tale after today, but we'll kind of go from there. So he will pull out another diamond and he'll hand it to you. He says, I can do this once more, but that's all I have before I need a rest."
I can handle the rest.
So he will go take. Well, he'll just ask you, who would you like me to bring back?
Get Joe upon. I'll handle Keelong.
Okay. So he will pull John upon because John upon died behind the bar, so he'll pull him out from behind the bar.
No, they're all lined up. Remember?
Oh yeah, you guys lined them all up. Yeah, you set them all up against the wall. Yeah,
we set them in chairs
and put sunglasses on them.
Put them around the table.
We can do
Drew a
parties.
mustache.
Yeah,
This
so
is
I
what
was
Devo
thinking-
did. Devo, what did you do with the bodies?
I definitely drew a mustache.
Oh
on
no, I
Keelan.
just lined him up. I didn't.
I won't know because nobody will
Lined
tell
them
me.
up on
True.
tables. Lined them up on the
No, just
floor.
against the wall.
Just sat him up
Did
against
the whole
sunglasses on
mommy
them all.
thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I definitely drew a mustache on Keelan.
Golly.
says.
Yep.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
Anyway, did you open up a line of credit in Keelan's name too?
Yeah.
So his wallet.
Yeah, took out a college loan.
Anyway, so he will pull Japon out or to the side, and he will begin another hour-long ritual to bring him back. So there are 2 more that are out that he will leave for you to handle. So he will do another hour-long ritual to bring back Japon, and as he's doing that one, I assume you do Keelan.
Yep.
All right.
Nick can get Lindor at the last one.
Yeah.
You're
You're
at
all
1 HP now.
You are at 1 HP.
5.
How many exhaustions?
Can I drink my? Oh yeah, that's a good question.
So it's a
You'll
bunch
be
of stuff
at
that's
8
going to
HP.
happen. It's going to be 1 HP if you come back from there, unless Michael heals you.
Yeah,
3
unless
levels
I'm
of
the one doing
exhaustion from your 3 failed saves, and then -4 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for days, for a couple days.
it. Reduces by 1 each time you take a long rest.
So your exhaustion and your minuses will go away once, -1 per day. So your exhaustion will go down to 2 next day, and then your subtraction will go down to
Is it
-3.
3 levels? of exhaustion?
3 levels of exhaustion.
I was gonna drink. I don't think that will do that. I was gonna drink my greater potion of healing. But that doesn't remove any conditions.
That'll just heal you. It won't remove any conditions from you now. But because of just how powerful Raise Dead is, and your soul has been passed on for like a couple hours at this point, it's very taxing on your body. So you have a -4 to everything for 4 days.
But
Because of the
hey, you
exhaustion,
still
right?
got to 20 HP.
Well,
max
not because of the
modifier.
exhaustion, because of how exhausting it is to bring your soul
Yeah.
back into
Sorry,
your body.
I meant will
You're
the
okay.
exhaustion
Yeah.
apply that to everything for me, or do I have to
No,
think about that?
it's an additional ability or it's an additional effect
You'll just have to
in
subtract
addition to
4 each
exhaustion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it would do it for me or not. That's all.
So
From all D20s or from what?
I need to look it
Basically
up.
everything.
I think it's all D20s, but let me pull it up again real quick. Check. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. You take a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. So you are like that for 4 days, essentially. And it gets a little easier every day until the 5th day you are unaffected. And the same applies with your exhaustion. It will go away 1 per day. But the only difference is that exhaustion can also be removed by greater restoration. But the minuses cannot. So just a heads up.
So attacks, saving throws, abilities, and
That's it. Just those 3. Attacks, saving throws, and ability checks are the 3 d20s you roll ever.
Gotcha.
So that does include death saving throws for everything that you need to roll. Saving throws in general are death saving throws included. So that also includes initiative, because initiative is also a ability check. But that's just semantics. Anyway, so you guys, after sitting in this bar for a couple of hours, after the priest finishes, he's going to begin calling out, or he's going to go back to his church and call some more priests out, and he's going to go to some other churches and gather some priests. And they're going to start gathering these bodies and prepping them for burial, because they can't afford to pay 500 gold for every person, because it's just not feasible. For people that are important, it will matter.
There's only that many diamonds anywhere.
He will
Okay,
also
rich people
ask for
houses.
a hopefully hefty sum of donations to the church, because they can't just give away. For yours, they could probably deal without, but the other 2, they can't just, you know what I mean?
I'll get Lindor up next, and he's got it covered. He's really good at that.
Paying.
Especially, yeah. No, he loves paying for stuff.
You guys can figure that out, but just kind of be aware that he
Yeah.
wants some sort of compensation for the gems at least. A donation to the church is what he's looking for.
That's fine. We can do that.
yeah, pull together.
So anyway,
I'm busy casting a spell. You guys figure it out.
How much do you think he wants? Okay.
well, so
They were 3 500 gold diamonds.
I'll go out to Michael's bag while he's concentrating on the
okay.
ritual and get 500 gold for a diamond.
Okay.
If you hear, as soon as Devo sees that, he goes, "Don't worry about it." And I'm gonna walk over to the priest and give him 1,000 gold.
The priest.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll take the. Okay, Michael, roll me a perception check.
For 28.
Okay, you got to beat a 28, Michael.
It's a natural 22.
Well, it's still
I
possible.
know.
It's not unheard of, but his perception, I don't think it's got, I don't know what his perception
I have a
is.
+5, so I think, yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Even a natural, you got a nat, oh,
30
I
to 20.
thought you got a natural 22. You got 20, so yeah. You don't notice as you're too focused on this ritual to really think about it. So you pull 500 out of his bag.
Walk over and say, "Thank you."
Actually, would the priest wouldn't see it either. If Michael can't see it, the priest can't see it either. He's not any more perceptive than Michael. So he'll thank you, and then he'll take the 1,000 from you, and he will bid you farewell. He'll ask you, well, before he leaves, he'll ask Nick if there's anything else I can help with.
I am in the middle. I'm not sure if I can.
You can,
pause it.
yeah, you can pause for a
Just
second.
like take a minute, be like, no, I think we're good.
Okay. There's always a place at the church if you need it.
Maybe some greater restorations depending on what's happening later, but I
Okay.
think we have to gather some.
Yeah, I can't
Spend
today.
some
I'm the
money.
only one that even has access to that magic here, and I need to rest another day before I can do any more for that for you. But maybe we can get together tomorrow, and I can help a little bit.
We'll definitely be shopping for supplies here soon. We're a little unprepared. We had a scroll of Revivify, and then we could have gotten everybody out fairly quickly if just somebody had gotten me back, but next time we'll be more aware.
Nobody
more
else
prepared.
can cast Revivify.
A scroll can be cast in.
Not if it's not on your spell list. That's what it
Is that a bard who
specifies.
does that?
What?
Yeah, I don't have 500 gold to give. So
What do you have? How much money do you have? I thought you had like thousands.
I have like 8,000.
Yeah.
I have 600.
Oh, okay.
He bought all the nice
If a spell
gear.
is on your class spell but higher than your level, you can cast it by making an ability check. Otherwise, you can just cast it. If it's not on your spell list, you can't cast it.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody else can cast Revivify but you.
Okay. I thought it was a bard thing, but yeah.
We don't
fair
have a
enough.
bard.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a bard thing that I was thinking about. That they
No,
could.
it's clerics, druids, bards. I do think have access to it.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind then.
Anyway, I'm just curious. I'm curious real quick because I want to look too. Clerics and paladins officially have access to it. I know the expanded spell list for druids gives it to them too, but anyway. So you will finish.
And by then it's well and truly night.
It is absolutely night at this point. It is late in the evening. I would probably say midnight or 1 at this point.
The fight
was in the
happened around
evening.
sundown, right?
Yeah, and then
Just
you
after sundown,
and then you
yeah.
took 3 hours of rituals worth of time.
Yeah.
So it's probably midnight at this point. About probably like halfway through the first ritual, the guard probably showed up to get an assess of what was going on. So they probably talked to Devo and to Wayland about what happened.
Tifo's not talking to anyone like
No.
that.
Devo's just sloshed, so they're gonna
Yeah.
see you just drunk, and they'll turn to you and they'll ask. And you're probably a little drunk,
No, I'm probably
just as drunk.
like 3/4 away.
Okay, so
He had an
they're
extra
gonna-
hour.
I had an extra
And
hour
we
to
started
get
stealing
head
some of my
start.
stuff.
So they'll just kind of sit around for a minute.
Half
Yeah,
HP.
okay. So
So
those,
well, I was gonna say I was gonna take my potion, but I guess if you're gonna heal me,
Well, yeah, you don't need a potion. Just
Okay,
take the
I'll just
healing.
hold on.
anyway, so they're gonna wait for somebody. So they'll see that he's doing something. So they'll wait until
I mean,
one of you
Keelan's
two are
conscious.
up. Yeah, and they'll begin talking to you and asking what happened. So the guard
Keelan's
wants to know.
conscious.
gotcha.
So
I was
So-
there for the last part.
Am I healed to half with the modifier or without?
With the modifier.
Okay.
That's the thing that's nice about the modifier, is it gets you
you cast a lot of magic for that.
Hmm?
How much was that? Your second chance?
preserve life.
I know, but that only goes up to what, 50 HP.
Yeah, half of mine is 47.
What about Job Pon though?
Yeah, I also have the amulet of Vow I can cast it through.
Oh, you have 3 of those. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right, so I get 47 health back. Or I guess 46 and one health.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever to have.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be more like 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
So you said I'm at half now?
Yes.
So I'm a half. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
I just forgot his Amulet of the Devout gives him another channel divinity.
Okay. Cool.
Because normally it's just 2, but 3 is a lot. So, okay. So you guys keep doing your thing. The guards question you, ask what's happening. They're going to begin cleanup, of course, along with the priests. They'll allow the priest to perform rituals on the body to send him off. Family will have been gathered probably at this point. Or they'll begin gathering the family, telling them the bad news.
A lot of monks died.
Yes,
Everybody from the
valiantly.
fighting pits.
I was gonna say anyone that was
was
involved in the
everybody
fighting
who
pits
came.
want to say they're sorry. Did anyone
No.
for gathering all these people here? As
high level.
commoners?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say everyone that was here.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, they're high level commoners, but they're still commoners. Right?
Probably should think some more times about how high profile of a target we are.
Yeah. You guys are becoming very high profile. And that was
Yeah,
kind of the point of this attack.
A
Was
lot of
you are
people
becoming
just died
very
because of us.
yeah, probably about 30 people just died.
Oof.
So just something to kind of keep in
I
mind.
guess now that I'm alive, I might walk around and and say I'm sorry to people.
And their dead bodies.
Oh no, to
The families that are. Have
I was gonna say I
gathered.
could make a joke and be like,
Couldn't
I really
protect
feel
them.
your pain. I was just. Dead,
I was
but I'm
just
not gonna
dead, but
say
I'm not
that.
dead anymore.
That would never. say
500
that.
gold, baby.
Yeah. Sorry, you're too poor to be alive again. And
Anyway.
the punishment for a crime is a fine. It's only a crime for poor people. Ah.
You're right. Wow, we brought that into D&D.
Not talking anymore. I'm done now.
Anyway,
He's done rubbing it in their faces. Tries to comfort them.
I was just
makes
kidding.
them feel
That was an
terrible.
alternate universe that didn't exist. I just want to make a joke. I'm sorry.
What do you actually say to these grieving
I will
families
say
and
I'm
their
so
acid
sorry for
strong
your
bones?
loss. We'll do whatever we can to make it up for you. I might even pass,
We'd say,
like,
I'm so
gold-
sorry we didn't have enough diamonds for
I'll pass
everybody.
a cool 10 gold to everybody. I'll do
Okay.
it. I have enough gold.
okay, so 30 families is 300 gold.
Down.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
30 families, yeah.
I said 30 people died. 30 families that
They
have
can
to deal
have,
with
all
it.
have 10 gold.
They might have been
Gold.
released.
There,
They might
there were
be
no
leaving
siblings
orphans.
or cousins
Yeah.
or anyone.
Well, it's 10 per family.
Yeah,
is
per
what it
family.
means.
Sorry.
Not 10 per person.
No, per person that died.
So it's essentially just death compensation to help them get through a little bit of the
Hey,
worst
we
time.
get-
Again, we were responsible
10 gold is
partially.
quite a bit. That's probably like several months of salary,
that's
so
what I
that's
thought.
enough to deal with to
And
help
then we
them
have the whole
figure out.
dragon thing we can sell body parts off of.
Oh yeah, we can just take apart the dragon.
Well, when the guards appear, they're gonna start hauling that thing away.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just let you keep it.
ours.
Mainly because they don't want it rotting in the middle of town.
Yeah,
Devo,
So they're
get
gonna
some
do that and then
fiddlesticks.
pack it up and then
it's acidic glands.
Yeah.
All gross.
yeah. So anyway, they will haul that off, begin to clean up, all that. But at that point, it is probably midnight, and you guys are exhausted and ready for bed.
Exhausted and exhausted.
Yes, both. So I assume you guys head up to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that look for?
You hear another roof rip open. No, I'm just
Oh God.
you guys settle down. I assume you leave the sorcerer hall and you don't stay here because it's kind of a mess.
And people will know where we are if they come
You
back.
know what? Let's go sleep in the Helm, Church of Helm. They have paladins there.
That seems
They feel, we're like, we need safety, please.
They will have a handful of cots available in like a general room to sleep in.
Well, that's my
In
point.
fact, we're not even gonna walk there. We're going to.
You're gonna
Teleport?
teleport there.
We're gonna teleport
How?
there.
Well, because
You
my point
can't.
is, any inn that we stay at then is a potential
Michael,
target.
you
What
can't.
did recall?
Yeah, no, but you had a 1/5 and 1/6 level left for
The rest of the
raised
day.
dead.
No, with the spell thing.
What spell thing?
The spell thing.
Full
Yeah, that thing.
spellcaster spell point variant.
Oh, you forgot. Well, I thought we weren't doing that until you long rested again.
No, you said we could do it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, our abilities are
The-
level 12?
No, it's
Oh.
he's using spell points instead of spell slots. I forgot he was doing that. So anyway, hi Luna.
I have 8 points left.
Um,
Of 73.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
So, yeah,
you
we're-
use most of your spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
And
you
there's some-
word of recall everyone back.
Church of Helm, sleep in the cots. Let's do it.
I assume
Rest.
your wife is just gonna kind of look over everybody and help out however she
Give me
can.
some berries.
She can
She'll give some good
hop
berries
in
out.
their bag. Yeah, we didn't have dinner. We were planning to have dinner, and that kind of fell through.
It did, unfortunately. Lots of alcohol, but no dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume like the kitchen was working on your food as the dragon ripped the thing open, and so all this food just kind of burnt in the kitchen at this
No,
point.
no, and then the devil actually he got scared, but then he grabbed all the food and left. It was perfectly cooked.
He grabbed
waiting
the
on
turkey leg
dishes.
and ran,
Literally
just bit
grabbed
into
all
it,
our
teleported
food.
away.
That's what I would have done if I was him.
True.
Oh.
All my
Anyway,
friends are
All right,
dying.
can we long rest?
You can long rest.
Long rest.
And so
long
she
rest
will.
in the Church of Helm.
Yeah, so she's gonna pull a. They're essentially just little twin cots. So she's gonna slide her twin cot over next to yours, Michael.
I'm a little untrustworthy, so we do make it through this long rest.
You do make it through this long rest.
I'm gonna wake up out of a nightmare screaming.
You terrify everybody around you.
You do
Do we
not wake
recover
me
one
up.
level of exhaustion?
You will from this, yes.
And
You scream as
So
loud
in the
as
middle
you
of the
want.
night,
Nick
as you guys
right
are
through it.
sleeping, you hear just a scream, a guttural scream.
and there is a 60-foot sphere of magical darkness.
I'm sleeping. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Nick's
Well, you hear a scream and you wake up and you cannot see anything around you.
So we don't get through the night.
Well, you're
No,
not
this is
quite
like
yet.
after. But,
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I only need 4 hours anyway.
but yeah.
You don't even sleep.
He does sleep.
No, he meditates.
For 4 hours.
Oh, I forgot you trance. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, it's
Yeah.
fine.
But like in the middle of the night, so at your 4-hour point,
I'm good.
it's not stopping your long
It's
rest,
not
but
still
it's just
stopping long
just
rest,
long enough
but
to
yeah.
like figure out what
I'm
happened.
just being a turd. I'm sorry.
And darkness is everywhere.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Nick hears it.
Of course,
I
he
rolled
does.
at disadvantage.
Even with that, like you're not gonna. Just it's like if it was quiet, you may not. But this is like you're sleeping like right next to him, and he screams. There's no way you wouldn't hear it.
So we're up. Everything's dark. What's next?
Yeah.
It's unusually dark. Not like you can't see in the middle of the night dark. Like you put your hand in front of your face and you can't
even
see
with
it
dark vision, which is weird for us
Correct.
because we'll be able to see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't notice that it's dark.
You do not.
I guess if I wake up, I might scream out your name and be like, "Is everything okay? Like, what's going on? I can't see anything."
I'm gonna try and work my way over to him, and I don't know how this thing works either.
Okay.
But, that second, the top thing. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's going on too.
The second dash.
No, the one with the 4 boxes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also how going on too. I don't know how it works, what it looks like to know.
I would assume just like maybe just like it's almost impossible for them to even see it, so they don't even really know.
Yeah.
But what I imagine is if they ever will see it, I'll kind of just describe it. You almost see like weird like smoking coming from like your body as like it kind of pours off and then just kind of falls slowly down, almost like
Almost like
eerie
gunsmoke
mist.
type of thing?
What?
Like a gunsmoke type
Kind
thing
of.
too?
It's almost like a dark black smoke that just kind of oozes from your underneath your clothing, and your armor slips out of your shirt and just kind of falls slowly down your body.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, yeah. And,
Does Nick recognize this darkness?
Can
He's
we
seen
even
magical
see the darkness?
before?
You have seen magical darkness, and this reminds you very clearly of magical darkness. You cannot see through it.
Can I try to do dispel magic or will
I was
anything?
gonna do that.
Oh yeah, I'll let you do it first. Go ahead.
Okay.
You already had the thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a dispel magic.
Okay.
At 3rd level, does that immediately get it?
I don't know the ability. I've got to go look it
yeah,
up.
it does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, you dispel magic, and the darkness begins to trickle away, and you can kind of begin seeing your sight again. And as you do this, you see this smoke pouring out of Waylon's body. That's kind of seems to almost like maybe that's where it came from, but you don't know that. But the smoke kind of looks a little similar to what you saw around you.
Hey, Waylon,
you
you
okay
good?
there, Waylon? Are you Diva or Morty?
Get the
It's a
roll.
good question.
You
We
woke
find
up.
out.
Yeah. This is probably 5 in the morning.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 in the morning at this point.
Are we waking up? Do we have to wake up?
He screams,
he
which
woke us
wakes
up.
you up, probably.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you are extremely drunk.
Oh wait, no. I'm gonna say I wake up as Devo.
Let's say you wake up as
Yes.
Devo.
Yes.
I had nightmare.
And you're gonna see this too, Cody. You see this just like almost like gun smoke, like just billowing out from under his clothing as it kind of just forms around him.
Not looking so good over there, buddy. What's going on?
He actually looks healthier than he did earlier.
Yeah, but the gun smoke coming out isn't
Yeah,
healthy.
absolutely.
I would say.
Yeah,
Did you blow yourself up?
You look really good and really scary. What's up?
but yeah. I had a nightmare about. Whoa.
About what?
About us all dying because that actually happened.
That was
did
real life.
happen. That was not
I mean,
a nightmare.
I did that. I
But
felt
yeah,
it.
That was part of it, but there was also this other guy.
Guys.
He's got a.
Is he the one who set the ambush?
No,
Do we
it's
need to go
not.
find
It's,
him?
Remember the guy who took over Lindor's uncle?
Did you get my text?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure you got it because my computer's been dumb right
Kind of. It's been a while.
He also was like,
With the jar thing?
we
With
saw
that?
him for a
the
couple
jar thing.
seconds.
Yeah.
He was tall and skinny, pale,
Yeah.
red mage.
The Red Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that jerk won.
What about him?
It was strapped to this table. He was doing shit to me. And,
Like, what kind of stuff?
Yeah. Like kinky stuff or.
No, I was getting needles and chemicals and some sort of messed up magic. It's just
But it was a dream, or what is it?
A dream or a memory?
Yeah, what happened in there?
I don't remember if it was a dream or not.
Do you feel like it happened recently, or what does it feel like?
I mean, the dream happened recently.
That's fair.
Drink. Hold on, then
now. Pull out your jug again.
Yeah.
It goes empty because he used all the cases for the day.
Start cursing at it.
I would say, yeah, no, I also have some pretty crazy dreams after I drink like we just did. I get you.
I'm pretty sure you guys are poisoned at this point.
Do you feel like you recognize the guy
Oh,
when we
no,
saw him first?
Yeah, he was. I didn't recognize him. He felt familiar, but
Did you tell anyone that?
it didn't seem that.
Weird. What do you think it means? I mean, have this ever happened to you before?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Should you like detect magic or something? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, if you show him to me, I can scry on him tomorrow.
In what?
Scry. Look at him.
Scry?
Yeah, as long as he's on the same
Scrying
plane
is a
as it,
spell that
he's
allows
fine.
you to divinely see somebody
Yeah.
with
Never heard
magic.
that
Finish the long rest.
So there's a whole type of magic called divination magic, which is used for getting information that normally you don't have access to. So like reading people's thoughts, seeing into their minds, stopping people from seeing into your mind, or sending magical sensors to peek on them. Clairvoyance is another example of that.
And I do.
That's a 5th level spell.
Scrying is, yes.
And then I'm gonna just pass out again.
Okay.
Go
You
back,
pass
finish-
right back out.
Finish the long rest.
You finish long rest.
I'm gonna put a blanket over him,
Wait.
and then I'm gonna exhaustedly go back to sleep.
So when I wake up and hear the screaming, I'm really concerned about him, but he says he's okay, and I realize that I left my wand of magic missiles at the bar.
You did.
So I'm gonna go run back and go pick it up.
Hang on, guys. It's 5 o'clock.
Middle
and,
of the night.
I've got to go find my
you're
wand.
You're just back from
Half
the brink of
HP.
death.
Bring me a drink.
Sinki Lawn, she's fully rested and recovered and
I'm
got
gonna
all the
say-
spells.
Bring me a drink.
And a broom, a
pass out.
flying.
So
I don't know if I'm
technically, she's not long rested officially. So she only needs to sleep for 4 hours, but that doesn't mean she still has to not do anything strenuous for the remaining 4 hours.
I mean, flying on a broom for 5 minutes.
I'm saying like just because it's 4 hours doesn't mean like you can't. It's still an 8-hour
I
time
thought it
period.
was she got her whole rest in
No,
4 hours,
she
but
just
okay.
typically you have to sleep for 6 and then you have 2 to do whatever.
Okay, so they can just like be on alert for 4 hours.
Correct. Yeah, they can like just be like sitting doing something non-strenuous, but you have to still be resting. You know what I mean? So that's the idea.
I'm happy to go if you want me to. It's whatever.
Yep. I dropped it behind the bar,
Okay, I'll go.
kind of near where I
Okay.
died.
I'm sure that place probably still has a bunch of guards in it.
Yeah.
So and they might have already found the.
So you head back to the bar as everyone goes back to sleep.
I'll just try to fly
And you-
quietly and above
yeah,
stuff
well,
so they
yeah.
don't see me.
Well, I mean,
Guards will see me.
guards are scared of you, but I don't know if it really matters. So you get back to the bar, and there are 2 guards standing guard at one of the entrances. And there's one more guard inside. And so you come back, and they ask you, "What are you doing here?"
Hey, you remember me from before? I mean,
We don't. We're
Oh, you
Night
guys?
Watch.
Yeah, well, I was here. I was part of this whole ambush
From
thing.
before.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's part of this whole ambush thing, and
You
yeah,
remember me.
one of my
You remember me.
my
Yeah,
partners
I do
left
remember
their
me.
wand inside the bar, so I'm just gonna pick it up for him.
You know me.
From before.
We're not supposed to let anybody in.
Well, I used
Do you
to
have
be
any-
dead inside there, so
Okay, but do you have proof of that? I mean,
if
any way to-
scars, I don't know how that works.
no. I mean, not with Matt. I mean, maybe a little bit, but
Okay.
they have no way to verify that that's what happened. So, I mean,
Ask him about
you say you're important. How can we verify that?
Well, unless someone's moved the wand is inside the bar. You can go get it from if you want. And it's behind the bar inside of the tavern,
okay,
and that should prove that I know what I'm talking about.
what does it look like?
A wand.
Oh, it's a wand.
Is it?
You put your name on it.
Is it
Remember, you put your
metal?
initials on it on the bottom.
Was it
Sure.
me? I don't know what it looks like. I can't clairvoyant that from Japan.
You've seen him use it before.
That's a problem with a non-visual game. I'm sorry.
It is, yeah.
I don't know what it looks
He's
like.
definitely whipped it out and
Roll
shot
me
people.
a
roll.
history check
I'll
to
roll
see if
for
you
it.
remember what it looks like.
Pink
That's what- that's a
sparkles
good-
and
that's
covered in sequins and
You've seen it plenty of times.
That's my point. But I'll roll for it.
I've-
Is it history?
I've used
Yeah, history.
But just in the skills or in a
Skills. The skills check, yeah.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage because you were
negative,
still
not -4, right?
Yep.
and
Oh,
minus,
and
minus
disadvantage.
and
minus
yes.
3.
It's -4 because he still hasn't gotten this long rest officially yet.
So 12 or
Wait, -4 or -3?
-4 because you haven't
So
fully long
12,
rested
and
yet.
then I'm gonna with the disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully it's only. Nope, it's not.
What'd you get?
Can I remove disadvantage for myself?
You can.
Okay.
No, you can't. I don't think. You look at your abilities. I don't.
No, I think
you
I can. I just don't know if I could with this particular.
Yeah, you can remove any
problem.
disadvantage if it allows you to do it to yourself. I just can't remember if you can do it for yourself or not.
When a creature you see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can. No, it's a creature within 60 feet of me, so never mind.
Yeah, so I would say probably not. So you,
Alright.
so you don't. So he's gonna question. He's like, that's not enough of a description for me to just let you waltz in this bar.
That's fine. You can go look.
I'll go look. So he'll walk in, and the other guard will stay next to you, and he'll talk to the guard inside and says, this lady's looking for a wand, and he'll say, oh yeah, the guards took that to the outpost.
Great.
You have to go get it from them. So he'll come back and be like, guess there was a wand. It got grabbed when they were cleaning up.
What did it look like?
It was a gray wand with blue tip.
Okay,
Kinda
just
looked
want to
like
make sure
firebolt.
that's the right one.
Okay. Sure.
Jopon, did you already roll to see if it broke?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
It did not break it.
Yeah, I rolled it last time.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll say thanks and go to the outpost. I don't know what else to do.
Go home and sleep. You know where it is.
I guess that's
Mission
fine.
accomplished.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go back and tell. I mean, that's why. That's why
I mean,
I
you
asked
do
what
what you
the
want.
look was for it. So I guess I'll go back to Japan and tell them, hey, they said they took it. Here's the description they gave of it. They said they took it to the guard outpost. So it's not there anymore.
You should have
Okay.
Jopon make a con saving throw to see if he even stays awake.
Yeah, well, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like-
Anyway, so you guys are all probably asleep again,
Oh yeah, immediately.
and then you will, assuming nothing else happens in the middle of the night from you guys, wake up the next morning slightly refreshed. A little bit.
-3.
You're at -3, correct?
One less exhaustion.
That was an eventful long rest.
It was an eventful long rest.
Say thank you, Keelan. I appreciate you going and checking for me. I guess I could have I could have done that too, but
It's whatever.
She
But
can
now
do
we
it
know
a
where
lot
it is.
faster.
Now I can fly. It's cool.
Anyway, so you guys wake up the next morning feeling a little better, still in
Miserable.
lots of cramps and pains and all sorts of things.
So now it's a -3 on everything.
-3 for everything, yep. And 2 levels of exhaustion, which means your speed is still halved.
Yep.
But your flying doesn't really make much of a difference.
That was what I was thinking about Jopon rushing, but he's rushing at 30
Normal
feet
speed.
around.
15, because dashing long term is still exhausting. You can't dash indefinitely. So
Exactly.
he'd be moving like at a slow walk. There's still toast in
a very.
Did someone put
sedate
toast in
pace.
the oven recently?
Oh no! Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Like when I.
Okay, I wasn't like burnt.
Starting
Just
a
starts
fire
billowing
on the
smoke
screen.
out. Yeah. We're gonna get hundreds of viewers from
I was
that.
gonna say, we're gonna get added to one of those compilations of like disasters that happen on live streams.
Live stream fails, I believe it's called.
That's
Yeah, that would
Anyway, so you guys wake up the next morning, very exhausted. What do you guys want to do?
Spotty!
You do also remember today is the council meeting.
Isn't that in the afternoon?
Yes, it is. So you have a handful of hours before you have to go, but
Should
just
we
be aware that
Buy some diamonds, get some diamond dust,
Spa morning.
shake down some nobles for some stuff.
it's bomb morning. So you guys,
Evo, you're really good at shaking down people. You want to get us some diamonds?
No, I'm really bad at shaking down people. I'm really good at talking people
oh,
into
so
things.
you woke up
Lloyd,
as
are you really
woke up
good
as Devo. You went back to sleep. What are you now?
I'm gonna still wake up as Devo, but I'm going to. I'm gonna be hearing things for sure.
Okay.
Like, I am definitely like something's off here. I've had no blackout episodes in a hot minute, and now all of a sudden I'm having dreams about the guy that I'm supposed to report to. Something's going on.
Okay.
You've also got a voice in your head that says, "Don't drink that."
You're also
Yeah.
super hungover.
Very hungover.
Aggressively hungover.
yes.
But then I have my morning drink, and I'm all better.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, he pours we get a glass, 2 glasses out for you.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more coffees. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
You know, someday we need to have a drinking episode, and I'll actually bring like some
No.
drink ingredients, and I'll make some good.
Oh my
drinks.
gosh.
I'll bring some.
It'll be fun.
I'll get some
Yeah.
bourbon.
That sounds good to me.
Make some-
Anyway, so you guys wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
You know of
I'd be down.
I can't even think of the word now. A spa, but it's not the word. That's the word I'm looking for, but it's not really. Hot springs.
Hot springs, yes.
You find a hot springs just outside of town a little bit that you know about. It's a 15-minute travel to get there. It's not very far, but it's the nicest, most relaxing place that you know of nearby.
Hot spring episode, guys?
Yeah, it's a hot springs episode.
Except for hopefully the council too. But yeah.
No.
Well,
Hot
it's
Spring. Council meeting in
hot springs morning.
Well, somebody should have told me.
Yeah, you guys
in a
send
jacket.
you send a note to Airlanther to relocate the council meeting to the hot springs.
Yeah.
We had a rough day yesterday.
We really need this. Can you guys do more?
I was trying to have a little bit of rigor mortis set in, so
Look,
my muscles are tied.
You guys handle your regular business. We'll come in at like the last minute and then make our accusations.
I think everyone would be happier if we were to have this meeting at the hot
Honestly,
springs.
I think the meeting will go better if we're all at the hot
I really
springs.
agree.
Hey, when
Absolutely.
you're
Where's
naked,
the lie?
you have nothing to hide when you're naked.
Hot tub
Anyway.
stream.
Hot tub stream.
Let's go.
Hot tub stream. Let's do it, guys. How hilarious would it be if I had a hot tub surrounding this that we could all just sit in and play D&D?
Someone needs to
that'd
make
be
that.
so
We need to
good.
make like a huge
Hot tub
and-
D&D.
And yeah, the entire campaign is done in a hot tub
Oh
on
my
a huge
gosh.
table.
Dude,
What?
you
Got
can.
a hot tub now.
I'm usually not one that's like, oh yeah, I'll give a bunch of money for a team project.
Yeah.
I would give you like $200 or $300 to pitch in for a
I'll
hot
give you
tub
that,
so we
yes.
can all do it.
What we need to do is everybody on their edges. So you two, and you two pitch in to buy one of those inflatable hot tubs. I will relocate this outside for an episode, and we'll do 3 hot tubs or 4 hot tubs because I'll go buy one, and we'll do a hot tub stream.
I'm in.
We could
get like 2 cow troughs.
we could just get one of those
Cow troughs.
one of those couple. You can get like an inflatable. Pool
That's what I was
that's a
saying.
couple
No,
$100.
it's $500 for an inflatable hot tub. So you two go in for one, you two go in for one, and you two go in for one.
Why do we need so many hot tubs?
Because they're not very big.
They can go. It's each.
We
Four people
can
in one.
cram in for one episode.
2 dudes chilling in
Yeah,
a hot
hot
tub,
tub.
5 feet
Yeah.
right next to each other
Yeah,
because they
right
don't have
next
enough
to
room.
each other 'cause there's
Michael and
no
I
room.
once got into a hot tub with how many other men was it, Michael? Like 10 other men?
No, it was like 4, but they were the size of 10 men.
Okay, at least I forgot how many it was, but
Oh my
enough
gosh.
men to where when we all got out, the water level was
Alex,
too
Benito,
low.
Jesse,
Yeah, too
you,
low for it to
me.
fill itself.
Oh my gosh, because you spilled it all out?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I
It
think
was literally below half because
Anyway.
everybody in there weighed more than 200 pounds.
I feel like it was
Weighed more than
between 5 and 8 people. I think in total.
That's funny.
Because I think were the
No, it
Benford's
was
children
Alex,
there at all?
Benito, Jesse, you, and me, so it was 5.
I thought there was. Oh, but
Was
did
Jared there?
no? I thought
What's the
that
most people you've
Skylar
ever been in a
and
hot tub
Sean
with?
were also there. Or at least
I've been
Skylar
in
was.
some hotel hot tubs.
They probably
with a
got
lot of people.
Stuck between the
Especially
fat guys.
last
The biggest
year
ones
when I
I've been in probably like the YMCA hot tub,
That's
where there's
fair.
just a lot of
Yeah.
weird old people in
Last
them.
year when I was in Colorado,
Like,
there was a point where there
old
was like
guys who
6
like
or 7
don't
or
mind
8 of
walking
us in
around
a hot
naked.
tub.
Yeah, like
Anyway, we're still on stream, so
What?
That's what
Can I
happens
not
when
hear
you're
about
old
our hot
guys
tub
walk around naked.
stories?
Back to it.
anyway, so you guys take your short travel out. You wake up probably 9 in the morning after your long rest.
Yeah.
More rejuvenated than the day before. You pack up and you begin heading out. To
Shuffling out.
I want to go back and get my wand.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's on the way, right?
It probably is. So you guys begin heading towards the guard outpost and then to the hot tub or the hot springs. So you arrive at the guard post and there is a guard standing watch at the entrance.
Howdy.
Hello, sir.
Hi, what can I do for you?
So, I was part of the group that was in the bar when the dragon attacked.
Oh my, I heard about that. What happened?
It was.
Everybody died.
And we got ambushed, and it was
Oh my.
terrible.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean you're alive, so that's nice.
Hot Springs with
Well,
the jug on top.
alive now.
Yeah.
There was
Huh?
a lot of casualties.
I mean, I heard about the 30 people that died.
Let's go for
That's sad, man.
It is. Anyway,
34.
so what can I do for you?
So, I had left my wand there on accident. I
Okay.
had to pick it up. It's,
in real life?
it's a silver wand with blue tip and a blue handle with like silver etchings of arrows on the handle.
Okay.
I was told that it was retrieved at the bar and was taken here.
Okay. Give me a second. He'll shout out to a guard inside, and he'll the guard will come out, and he'll brief him on what you just said. He said, "Can you go check and see?" So he'll go in and he'll search around for a bit. And probably about 10 minutes later, he'll walk out with a staff that looks familiar, and he'll be like, "Well, typically I would have to ask for proof of identity, but you were pretty descriptive, and it matches exactly. So here."
Sweet. Thank you, sir. Do you wanna? I can show you what it does.
No,
Or
we're good.
You want?
I'm fine. I trust you. I don't like magic. Magic's scary. That's why I'm a guard and not a wizard.
I'll hand him one of my bootleg Roman candles and say, "This isn't magic. You can have it. Have fun with it."
Oh, what is it?
You light it on fire and it does things.
Point it away from you.
Okay, so like a torch, and he'll pull out like a flint and steel. He'll light it and hold it up. He'll like freak out and like drop it and like run inside, and it's shooting off into town.
Pick it up and just point it up for a bit.
Just start walking with it.
Draw.
You're gonna gather a lot of attention from this thing. Just going off in the middle of town at 9 a.m.
Keylon, should we just keep going? Just keep walking.
Walk past him.
Keep,
Like,
we don't know
that
you,
guy.
sir.
Anyway,
Find your
so
way
you
out.
guys make it to the hot springs after you have collected all of your gear, and you begin entering the hot springs.
Yes.
Obviously, there's a
Stripping
gold
down.
fee. I'm not even gonna charge you because you have too much to worry about. It's like a 5 gold entrance fee per person or something for a nice hot springs.
I got party gold for that. I'll handle it.
Yeah. Anyway, so they do that. They let you in, and it is very relaxing.
Any other people there?
You probably see 1 or 2 other people, but they're kind of wanting to stay. It looks like they're sitting in the side, and when you guys walk in, they'll kind of drift over to the opposite side and just kind of stay away from you. I don't know if this is communal or if it's separated by gender.
We make it communal, right, Keylon?
It's up to Keylon.
I'm a bold person. Sure.
Fair enough. I assume clothed.
Yeah, whatever they're
Whatever they want.
whatever they're doing.
Oh.
Wayland's full nude.
I know
Oh
what they
my.
What they
Wayland
Mike
is
also
bold.
full nude.
Nick is too.
Yep.
So you see like this guy like sitting in like the water's pretty clear. So you can see like a towel on this guy under the water, and you just come out full nude. And he's like, oh, he just kind of scooch to the other side edge and just kind of.
Nick's got the towel like
look.
put on the head like he sees
I'm just
people
like-
do, just like whoosh.
I'm just like,
Sits in the pool, like gets down.
Dead with
they-
a towel in one arm now.
So do you do that too?
Are you naked?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's not gonna-
Because this guy was gonna turn and be like, oh!
No, they can have all the fun.
You see his nodes start to bleed.
Classic.
Anyway, so you guys come out. Cody, do you come out
Oh yeah.
full nude?
Yeah, Wayland.
Full, yeah, just absolutely no shame. Devo's like, oh, I've needed this. It's been a while.
This
I
guy
imagine
after
Nick-
so it first starts with Waylon just walking out, just kind of. I assume you
No.
have like your gun with you
No,
too.
I've got towel over one shoulder, alchemy jug on the other.
Okay, so you
Are
just
we
come out.
drunk all the time
Yes,
in this
absolutely.
Some of us.
I just need to add like drunk mechanics to this game.
Yeah.
Like it boosts your charisma, but like lowers your dexterity
Lowers your intelligence.
and your intelligence.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you come out first, and you kind of like this guy kind of sees you and just kind of starts scooting over a little bit, and just, like makes eye contact with you a little bit, but just kind of avoids you. Not like super awkward, just a little bit. Then he hears Nick walk out. Just sees
Towel
Nick,
like on his head, like he's seen those guys do.
and then he's gonna
And then
like
gets in the
really
pool.
start to avoid your attention. And Diva walks out, and he's just, you know, what? And he just stands up and he just walks out. Like I can't deal with this. You see him like kind of like rush out a little bit.
I'm sorry, I just.
And then Keylon, there's another woman. I guess you're with them, aren't you?
Yeah, sure.
You walk out afterwards. They're all underwater, and you're just like you just sit down and rest. And so you guys sit there for a couple
Could
hours
you throw a piece of toast in? For
and
me?
relax.
You can have this one.
Okay.
Made two.
So you guys get a nice relaxing day and
Sure.
Morning.
morning in. Yeah.
Jalpon, how do you come
A
out?
couple of shower beers.
Yes.
Got a
Couple
little,
of shower
little loincloth on, I
Covered
guess.
in towels.
He's got a loincloth on.
Loincloth. There we go.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get a nice relaxing soak in. It's very, very relaxing. Makes you feel quite a bit better. Your muscles are less sore than they were before. Yeah. So a couple hours goes by sitting in this hot tub. You guys get out,
So what should we do today? We have
shower
to,
off, and
No, what was it?
relax.
What time
We've
is
got the
the
council
meeting?
meeting. And
It was like noon, right?
Probably meets by about 2, like after lunch, but enough so like people are still.
awake.
The
awake
end
and
of the
working.
business day, people are spending the morning preparing for the meeting. Something
Yeah.
Like
Getting agendas planned, getting people organized.
that. We gotta accuse the king because his son was a dragon rider, right? What else do we have to do?
Did we get all the stuff with the gold dragons on them?
Probably let them know that all the masks.
Oh
have been
yeah, we
found.
gotta tell them. We gotta tell people we need concessions from them. What else?
The masks have been found.
The masks have
Right.
been joined together. Brought together, I mean.
Whatever that means. Oh, and the Queen's Rising, whatever that means. Is that it?
I don't know.
That guy shouted, but he was, there was wood creaking and a roof being ripped
It
off,
says
so I
the
didn't
Mother
quite
of
make it out.
Dragons is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
All the dragons are. You know.
I think he means it's go time.
It's go time. Go time.
Yeah.
So,
I
well-
just remembered something. Did you guys see that Mr. Beast just put out a video where he cured 1,000 people's blindness?
Yeah. Did you see the
That was
thumbnail?
awesome.
The thumbnail was like a parody of itself. It was hilarious.
I
It's
know.
the weirdest
How?
thing.
'Cause
They
it
were
was just like
cataracts.
so weird.
He's
Yeah.
paid for the surgeries?
Yeah, so he paid for 1,000 people to get the surgery, but it's
Well, all
somebody
over the
just-
world, too.
Yeah, somebody just posted a picture of that thumbnail and goes, "Bro is just one short water walk away from a crucifixion. I think he needs to slow down."
I thought that too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and it was like legal blindness, too, so it's like they could see, it's just they couldn't make anything out.
Yeah, they couldn't make it. I mean, it's hard to do anything with that too.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
like loose lens or foggy lens, cataracts, all that fun
Yeah,
stuff.
they
It was
couldn't
just so-
drive.
that's awesome. That's the
is,
kind
but-
of billionaire I wish we had more people like.
Yeah.
Yes, but oh my gosh, what a name! It's just like, hey guys, today I'm gonna take 1,000 people and cure them of their blindness. Let's
have to show
go.
you-
He
Oh,
also
great.
gave people, like, there was one guy who was like, yeah, man, I'd be excited to drive. He gives him a Tesla.
Yeah.
Lets him test
And
drive.
he gave
the
like
Tesla.
$10,000 to
Hit that like and
multiple
subscribe
people.
button
I actually took a
if you're
screenshot
blindness.
of the thumbnail.
Oh my
the thumbnail's
God.
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
it
even
looks-
they photoshopped tears onto the child.
Oh my
Like, if that was
Let me
any
see
other
that.
person, it'd be like, in a video
my
game.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
my
again,
guy?
it's cool. Like I like we watched the video.
I love that he did that, but yeah, the thumbnail's
It's-
hilarious.
Well, he has a whole team in charge of his thumbnails. And
Actually,
stuff.
one of my
course he
good
does.
friends. Do you remember Katie Newton?
Sure.
Katie Newton from Texas. Her younger sister Kelsey works for Mr. Beast.
I was in his Squid Game video. And we
Oh, I
talked-
forgot about that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked to a lot of. I learned a lot of things while I was there.
Oh, that's a good.
I don't know
point.
if it really matters,
That's a
but
good
just
point.
kind of keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
I mean, one or two here and there is not going to kill anybody, but just
It was a lot of fun.
I try to be very careful about
Oh,
last names
that's a
and
good,
addresses.
smart idea.
Hi,
Cody.
my name is Bilgus Bongus,
So,
and I'm at
fun
174
story. You ready
East
for this?
4th
Yeah.
Street.
At our other group, we started streaming ours. Cody's like, hey, he's talking to our DM. He's like, hey, what's your address again? Is your address? He's ordering food on stream.
Yeah, I
he's
was
like,
ordering
hey, is your
food.
address 123 North Main Street?
Yeah.
On stream, he just says that. I was like, dude, you're gonna get us swatted.
What was really funny is I'm on Uber Eats, and I'm just like, hey, is your address blah, 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 blah? And he goes, oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then somebody goes,
That was me. That was
yeah,
like,
you're
dude,
like,
don't
no,
say
we
that on
should say
stream.
We're like,
Oh, we cut stream before it officially hit, but
yeah,
like
and then he
still,
ran over there, and he's
it's
like,
like
sense.
you should not say your address on stream. Anyway,
Yeah.
So-
if anybody needs our phone number, it's 876-5309.
8765309.
Anyway, 8675-309.
That's right.
Close enough.
Or you know,
867-5309.
1-800 Steamers.
Yeah.
Stanley Steamer, get your carpets cleaned.
Stanley Steamer, get
Or
your
no, what is it?
Cleveland Steamer, get your carpet very,
5242424.
very
Starlight
dirty.
driving gives you more.
Call
5242424.
Today.
Anyway, so you guys rest. You guys have finished up your nice, relaxing soak in the hot
We
springs.
had our strategy meeting for.
They will
the
have
meeting.
with the services you guys paid probably for their premium service. They'll actually have food there for you too. They'll have fresh cooks
Sure.
come out and make you delicious food and
I'd like
eats
to
and
point out
drinks.
my wife also came and she also came out naked.
Oh boy,
In the manner of her people.
that is a lot.
I learned it from her.
She's the one that said, "Dude, what are you doing? This is water. You go naked. That's how it works."
She's the one who
Yeah.
put a towel on his head.
She's got one on her head to match.
That's for drying off afterwards.
All right, we're gonna keep this fairly PG, but I want to know how active are you two together in this hot tub scene?
There's a time and place for everything,
Okay.
and a hot
Is that the
spring
time
is
and
not
place?
the time
Oh,
and place.
I wanted to check. Some
It
people
is
might
the
have
time
gone
and
for
place.
it,
bath for cleanliness and refreshing the
but
soul.
you're both naked.
So? We sleep naked together too. That doesn't mean we have it every night. Like last night, I was very tired. This morning is when I handled business.
Oh my god! All right, we're gonna fade to black right there. We're gonna call that good.
All right, back to the show.
Is your wife's name Business now?
her nickname?
Her nickname.
That's why you call yourself Nick. Anyway, you guys head back into town, and you head to the Lord's Council chamber, which is where you guys have had your meetings. You see a handful of people out in the front area, kind of like rushing around a lot more than like normal.
Probably because of the whole dragon thing.
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, they there's a lot of things going on. They'll see you guys approach and they'll say the meeting has just started. We'll get you guys in. And one of them will escort you in. And I actually made a map for it this time because I've been needing to do this. I didn't make a map. I'm reusing a map, but I am.
I feel like you can appreciate this.
organizing
Scroll
it.
down.
So let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see everything.
Oh yeah.
What? You guys aren't in there yet. I just haven't put you in.
Using it for what?
Show John, he'll like that.
Can't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Fair.
It is very funny. I've heard many instances of things like that happening.
The glue brush. For all the glue I plan.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
All the glue I plan to draw.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I thought we couldn't say it on stream.
I
You
said
can
that
say
part.
glue,
Can't say the rest
but
of
you
it.
can't say what it actually looks like.
Anyway, so we're in the council chamber. By the way, because we talked about how we were having a planning session, did we get a chance to actually plan anything when we were sitting in the hot tub? Like we talked about
We
it
just
here.
went over what we were supposed to do. I have Zone of Truth prepared today. Aside
Let's
from
again.
that-
My point is, I would have said in that time. Let's go for convincing before we go for intimidation. Okay, and no outright accusations unless we're absolutely sure. Got
well,
it.
we
All right.
know that the guy was his son.
So
We know
we'll
the
see.
dragons want
But play it
concessions.
safe. Play it safe. That's
so
all I'm saying.
let me go to the map so that people can see our maps real quick.
These are all very big people.
I just made them large so you can see their pictures easier. They're all the same size, but I'm gonna go around and give names again because we've talked about some of these people, but now I can actually put names to faces and it makes a little more sense. So I'm gonna start over here. This is the leader of the Harpers. What's up?
Did you get the map shown?
It should be, yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
It might be behind a little bit on Twitch, but so we're gonna start on the Harpers. So a couple of you are Harpers, so you know her fairly well. This is Ramalia Haventree. We're gonna scroll down to the Order of the Gauntlet. You know him fairly well. This is Onthar Froom, the Paladin. You guys met a while back. The Emerald Enclave. Their delegate's name is Delane Winterhound. Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, just a second, so you can write them all because there's a lot of them coming.
Just in case. Yeah.
You're good. You ready for the next one?
What was Onthar's last name again? I forget.
Froom, F-R-U-M-E. Actually, can I might be able to do this and see if this works. I didn't even think about trying this. Does that? It does work.
Hey, nice.
I don't like how it does the little down arrow
Arrow,
because it
yeah.
doesn't.
I
I have
think
it
it's
set up as
fine.
just a label on mine, but
As long as you're not like revealing hidden information.
no, I have it typed in as hidden
Is that
information.
guy dead?
No, he's just
He looks like it.
He is just
Pale,
he's a wildlands guy. So the Emerald Enclave is like druids, forest, nature. Like they don't believe in living in cities, essentially. So that's him. We have Ramalia.
Yep.
And then we have a lot of people up above. You see 7 people sitting in the council up ahead. So sitting at the main hand, you have met her. Specifically, she took over last time. No, it's not.
Duh.
Different. That's a different person. You'll see it in a second. I'll explain that in a second. The first person you see
seems so many.
is Lady Laurel Silverhand. So she took over the council last council session
After the assassins.
after the assassination.
Sure would be a shame if someone were to assassinate this one.
To her right, you see one of the guys you've seen before, Lord Daggelt Neverimber. To his right, you see Ambassador Conrad Braun Anvil.
Ella wants apology from Braun Anvil. Lawful Dragon Death.
And then to his right, you see
Is he wearing the armor currently?
he is not wearing the armor. He's wearing standard dwarven armor.
Gotcha.
They just have been known to keep the armor and use it. To his right, Chris, you probably know about this guy more than most other people do. Is Taryn Thunderspell's Hornblade? He's a fairly popular wizard.
Yes, I do.
So,
Read about them in all the books.
yep. To Lady Silverhand's left, you see King Melendrock.
That guy.
Huh?
This is that guy.
This guy here. Yep. To his left, you
That was the king whose son was the Dragon Rider.
correct. To his left, you see Sir Istival. What is he? Those of you who are like up on famous knights know him as a Purple Dragon Knight.
Oh.
Which is an order of knights that used to be very powerful. So he's a dragon slayer himself. And then to his left, you see Marshal Older Ravengard. I couldn't say his name very well. Who is the leader of the Flaming Fist, who is a military might in Baldur's Gate. So, now that I was actually thinking about this, this is a lot. What?
The video game?
Yes. The place. This just makes it a lot easier for you guys to be able to see and maybe specifically talk to anybody if you want to.
Yes.
So that way it can be seen. It's a lot easier to understand everything if you see all this. So let me zoom out a touch and get
And that
all
was
their
the
symbols.
dragon in polymorph form, right?
No. Romalia is the leader of the Harpers. I don't have her on this list because she's probably she probably will come in a little bit, but she's not here right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, so they bring you in, and you walk in. There's a lot of discussion going around right now about what to do about the dragon attack. They're getting very bold if they're sending dragons in and demons in or fiends in to fight
In the middle of the city.
in the middle of the city. We thought that we had heard news that that devils had made deals with the cult, but we didn't know if that was just rumor or if it was true. But now we know it's confirmed. So that's not fun. So anyway, you guys walk in and they will ask for a report. It's been probably 2 weeks since you guys have met with them last. Quite a bit of progress has been made on your guys' front. So they just ask you. They'll probably start by asking about the Dragon Council and how it went. What terms you figured out. First off, they're going to ask, did you manage to gather an alliance?
Yes.
We sure did. We have so
100%.
many,
We are so
many
good.
allies.
All 5 of the dragon clans are prepared to partake. They each will get a share.
So as you say that all 5 will join, like everybody in the council chamber will be like, you'll see their eyes light up. They're excited that this happened because this is the dragon armies are huge allies in this fight if they can get them involved.
There are some concessions they wanted.
Okay.
Drackridge Mythil.
You'll see King Melindrock pipe up and be like, "What about it?"
That caused the Dragon Rage, and we want the Gold Dragon Quest. Wait, sorry. Protanarthur. Protanther. He's wanting King L to apologize, make a public apology for causing the Dragon Rage. That's one concession.
Why would I do that?
Well, you caused the Dragon Rage.
And
These are what the
that
dragons
was a
want if
problem.
they're going to help us.
He's making a public apology, being like, shit happens.
you see he gets very annoyed by this. He gets pretty furious. He's gonna like stand up and like pound on his table and be like, "How dare you just offer my apology for something that you were no part in? Why gives you the right to do that?"
No, you
Saving
told
the
us
world.
to argue on our behalf, and it seemed like a small price to pay for
Saving the
getting
world's pretty
the
important.
strongest dragon family involved in the fight for our survival.
So you can see that he is steaming from this. He will not say anything, but he is not happy.
I'm just going to keep just staring like right at him.
You're the good cop.
I know, I'm just staring, not doing anything
You'll
else.
stare at him too.
I'll just wink at
Just looking right at his eyes, just looking at him.
Deep into his soul.
Anyway. Okay.
Next was Ella wants an apology from Braun Anvil for going after the metallic dragons, killing them, and skinning them and turning them into armor.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Metallic dragons as we are now aware, the good side of the dragons, and
So you're gonna see Conrad again, just also like slam on his just like, "Nay! How dare ye offer me apology? If dragons, if we attack them, then obviously they were misbehaving. We don't just attack dragons out of sheer pleasure.
Well, what if the dragon attacked me first? Would you guys come to help?
What?
Just a question. Just this is for my future knowledge. If a dragon were to attack me, or us, or the city, would you perhaps aid?
Yes, we would attack it because we can't tolerate misbehaving dragons.
I see. So where were you?
Yesterday.
Oh my god.
In my council chambers.
Ah, well, you see, that's the issue. Maybe your council chambers should be at the local pub, because there were a lot of dragons there yesterday.
There was one dragon from the report. Was there more than that?
we're very off
One
track.
dragon is a lot of dragons when you're not used to fighting dragons.
You're correct. But again, this is why the dragon moots were so popular, is because we would take care of misbehaving dragons.
Well, we weren't attacked by a
Well,
metallic
the question
dragon.
is,
Just
who was misbehaving? Was it his land first and you encroached, or was he encroaching on your territory? Either way, even if how do I put this? Even if it's mutual defense, an apology is still reasonable. You guys know about that mutual defense thing, right?
He again he's mad. The last thing to say is, we have no patience for tolerating misbehaving dragons, regardless of what their color is.
Or
if they're
even
metallic,
sure-
if they're chromatic, we don't care.
I don't care what color your scales are.
I hate you all the same.
Yeah, I hate you no matter what.
Anyway, he will shut up. Again, honor dictates that he makes the apology because you have already promised it, but he is not very happy in you guys for this. So.
I didn't know that we promised them, I guess. I thought that we told them we'd see what we could do. But
Yeah, we'd see what we can do.
No, you
just
guys
want
promised
some
him that they would.
No, we promised them we
that's
would
fair.
try our best to get these things.
No, they said the only way that we will make an alliance with you is if you get these things. Is what the dragon
Oh yeah,
said.
we said we'd get them.
Yeah, so you said you would get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you see a little bit
I'm
of
gonna
discussion
I'm gonna-
happening because these two are just like steaming, which is kind of upsetting the whole balance of this.
I'm
This
gonna
council
elbow
meeting.
Keelan and be like, maybe we should ask for the armor back later. Yeah, we can always just deal that.
You do say, like, a couple of people on your side, obviously, that are chiming in, be like, if this is what the dragons request, then it needs to happen. And so they will say, because honor demands it, we will, but we don't like it. So they're not happy with you two, so they're not on board with.
Wouldn't it be a great life if we could always?
Yeah, well,
be
I
in a
just
liking
died
mood?
yesterday, so I would really have rather not died. But, we got to kind of do what we have to do to save the world.
You hear King Meldrock whisper, I wish we would have stayed dead.
Kill him.
I
Kill
can
them
make
all.
that happen for someone else.
All right.
You have to remember, this is the king of all elves.
Finally, the bad.
Not me.
Not all elves, a lot
Not
of
my
elves.
elves.
Not my president.
Not my king.
I'm from a different plane, son.
Yeah, you're from the Feywild, which is a whole different
All right.
thing.
Anyway.
Illithar, the brass dragon. Primarch? How's that work? Anyway, he wants the dragon mask specifically to destroy him. I mean, I think we can all agree they're too dangerous to be around and need to be destroyed.
Well, yes, we have talked outside of council that yes, we believe these masks are too powerful. One, together, we need to separate them.
Separate and
We have to
destroy
figure
them.
out if they can be destroyed. But if the dragons believe they can destroy them, then I believe that's a fair compromise that we can make that happen.
That is what we worked out. Equal shares.
Equal shares. You're gonna see a couple people kind of like.
Oh yeah, we
bicker a
got
bit about-
you see in their local area. Well, sorry, in our local areas, this doesn't concern you as much, but we're gonna build some temples, build a statue, specifically after the battle.
So a lot of this is like they were hoping for some concessions, but not. This seems like a lot to some of them.
Well, no,
So
I
again,
mean-
they're going with it because they have to, but they're trying to figure out, well, who's going to give up land, who's going to give up money to build these temples, where is this going to come from? So it's a lot of logistics.
Yeah, the lands come from the wilds mostly. Statues, they're going to be battle statues dedicated for We're imagining this is going to be an epic fight, so statues have to come up from them.
Well, I assume so. Later, or the Lady Silverhand will pipe up. I assume you mean they want statues of Bahamut, not of themselves.
No, they want temples of Bahamut. We agreed to build 2 of those in our local areas. You guys are free to jump in on that. If you want some, dragon good girl on your side. Statues are specifically right from the battle. That's what we agreed to. And just spreading the good word that metallic dragons, not bad.
Everybody knows metallic dragons aren't bad. It's the chromatic ones that are dangerous.
What? Who just said? What did they say? Something about dragons misbehaving, no matter what their color.
In
Skin
general, and you're gonna see Conrad. In general, yes, metallic dragons are more on the side of right, but you always have misbehaving ones of good and good ones of evil, right? I mean, have you ever come across a good chromatic dragon?
No.
I've never come
We
across
were
a
going
good
to try
dragon.
and raise
like
one, but
barely.
we decided not
You
to.
came across 5 ancient ones.
They were all good.
They were all good.
Yeah, but they were the exception, not the rule. Every other dragon that I've
Racist.
seen has tried
Dragon
to kill
racist.
me.
Dragonist.
Yeah, dragonist.
Okay, the vast majority of dragons I've come across have tried to kill me on sight.
One succeeded. They weren't.
Yeah,
Yeah, one did. Next time you
Okay.
get killed by someone,
Um,
you can have a different.
Actually, I was killed by a fiend.
So they wanted major temples or monasteries built to Bahamut, and then historical plots of lands is the big thing.
Historical plots of lands. I thought we agreed on the eastern lands in the mountains.
Well,
That was land that
that
used to
might
be
be what
theirs.
it was. It's land
Yeah.
that used to be theirs that got taken over, that they
I'd
wanted
say it's
back.
fair.
Specifically, like the lands that the cults have cleared out because
Yeah. Some of that they can,
something along those lines.
And again they'll work with you on this. They don't love the idea, but again,
there'll be a back
one
and forth.
one
but yeah,
ancient
the
dragon
intention
is enough to handle so many cultists.
Yeah.
So it's a big
So
advantage
having
to
all
have.
of them on our side.
It's a lot to work out because of the specifics to find, but they'll make it work.
Finally, bad news. King Melindrock. You remember how like you thought that the forest, your green forest wasn't that.
Oh
bad?
yes,
All the villages are wiped out except for one that's half damage.
Okay. That was the whole point we sent you to stop the attacks, which we have gotten reports that they've stopped.
Yeah, because they were done attacking because everything was destroyed.
Not great.
That's why it was. They stopped hearing reports about that because everybody died except for one small village that's half burned down. Anyway, other bad news. Your son, we got a journal. Pulled up the journal. Let me see. Was the Green Dragon Rider in charge of wiping out your land?
You're gonna see his face just go pale.
We're gonna have to stop how
Like-
Michael presents stuff. Michael, you're no longer our mouthpiece. You're done.
I invited you multiple times. You could've
Roll
taken
me a
over whenever.
persuasion check.
Oh my god.
My persuasion.
Your persuasion, because you're the one telling the story. Mainly, this is gonna be how well does he take this. Like if it's high persuasion, he takes it a little bit better. He's obviously gonna be like crazy about this, but I want to see how well he takes it.
Could you
Nope, just roll
get some disadvantage,
I
buddy?
can, yeah. But do you have disadvantage?
Oh, yeah. I'm exhausted.
from
Oh, I
exhaustion.
forgot. Yeah, I'll maybe get it.
'Kay.
down.
Okay. Persuasion. Here we go. Big money, no whammies. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that one.
What'd you get?
10.
Oh man,
Big whammy, no
I don't
money.
see it.
Can I give you advantage? Oh, I took away disadvantage. I'm stupid.
Persuasion.
And might as well use this one instead.
Okay, 16.
Okay. I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of like bustling talking, like what?
People like.
Oh, I
talking
should
around
establish
us.
that Nick is like literally he has a journal
journal's
out
just
from
reading.
his notes and it's just reading his notes.
So, Lady Silverhand's gonna call out and say, bring us the journal. I'd like to read
Yeah,
it.
take
So
it
she'll
over.
open it up and kind of read through it,
Careful with that.
and
This
she'll
is a particular-
show it to Melindrock as well to show him, and he's gonna freak out. Like, I knew he was gone. He always liked to do what he did, but I would never have imagined that he left and went to the cult. Like,
Can I insight? Like, do we think he's telling the truth?
yeah,
Or no?
roll insight.
Okay.
Does my 19 automatically succeed? Passive insight.
You have a 19
I
passive.
have a 19
Yeah,
passive
where does it
insight.
show my passive? Oh, my passive. Oh, it's only 10. Yeah, mine's bad.
You can still roll.
I'm looking for it.
Proficiency.
There it is. But that would be because this is a ability. I'd be you did -3 on it, right? If I did do it,
Yes.
I'm gonna try it either way. Whoops.
-2.
So how's that passive?
Wait, hold on. It's so bad it wraps back around.
It's
It's like
yeah,
an ace high,
it's
right?
back to
It's,
good.
it's an unsigned number.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's that passive insight going?
Yeah, you can roll it. I'm gonna say you have to roll insight, Michael. Your passive, because with disadvantage and everything, that's gonna subtract at least
What
5
did
from
you
your passive.
We're so stupid.
6. You got a nat
I
one
got a nat
also.
one
I was gonna
too.
say, could you
I need to roll
negate my
something?
disadvantage for that?
Yeah, I'll
roll
take another
insight.
one. I only
Give it
have
that
3 more
one.
though.
Okay.
See, -3, right?
Yes.
21.
Yeah.
Hold
He seems.
Hold on.
I think
You also have disadvantage.
Also
too.
got a nat 1.
I'm not. That's 3 that ones.
Clever. I have +5, so it's a 6.
Oh.
Okay.
But hey, I'm not doing.
Hey, John Pond, go ahead and roll me insight to see if you get a nat 1.
Yeah, what is this?
Insight with
This is like some
disadvantage.
statistical improbability.
It's a 1 in
Insight
what?
with disadvantage
20,000?
-3.
Yeah.
Insight disadvantage -3.
What do you got?
Anybody else want to try the apple butter?
It was good. I like that.
Can you hear me?
Hot nat 2.
Nat 2.
We are
So
bad.
wait,
Is that with disadvantage?
-3. That's
Yeah, it is.
-1.
That's disadvantage.
-3. Well, he had +6, so he's at
Oh.
8. So -3 is a 5.
Oh.
So nobody got to go above. Aside from you, everyone else got a 6 or below. That's crazy.
Man.
You guys just are not very insightful, except for Michael. Michael's just like, yeah.
on it.
So you do see him like almost heartbroken from this information. It feels like he's telling the truth, like he didn't see this coming. You do see him like before he told him this news, he was like very angry. So he was giving death stares to each of you,
Yeah,
specifically
didn't
you,
believe
because
it.
you were the one that told him. Now he's just like staring like just off and just like
Probably distraught.
yeah, just distraught. You don't see any life in his eyes anymore.
That's a good time to bring up the
That's a different guy.
No, that'd be so funny if
that's
he's like,
Ron Anvil.
like we watched it. We gave him the. Turn,
Oh,
he's, like,
also we
looking
need that
through it.
armor back.
No, yeah, he's looking
Oh,
through
wait.
it. He's like sullen and like no one ever. The whole room is silent. No one knows what to say.
Wait,
Wait, like
no,
walk
wait.
over and you lean over and say, "That would be a good time to ask about the armor."
No, I got a better one. I got a better
Michael,
one.
no, Nick's just gonna be like,
listen to this. Listen to
I'm
this.
waiting. I'm ready.
Keelan, that guy you disintegrated, was that the same kid?
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what he looked like.
he was elven. Did you disintegrate an elven guy too?
I'll shapeshift into him. Is it this guy?
He sees his dead son.
"Son's not dead."
I know, but
What-
we thought
was it
what
the
we
same
thought was his
writer?
dead son.
No, it was not.
I know.
I
I
think
didn't think
so.
it was, but yeah, if it was him, it'd be like then he would see his dead son like
Oh
in
my
the room with him,
God.
and be like, "What's going on?"
Oh my
It was mapped up anyway.
So he doesn't know what happened. So he will like after a few minutes, the room will kind of go silent as people are like side conversations, like talking about like, oh my gosh, his son like abandoned us for the cult.
Murders.
Like, how do we know he's not a part of this and things like that. So it's a whole bunch of little uproars happening. And you'll see him look up after a couple minutes and be like, is he still alive?
Last we saw.
Yeah.
What? So
Last we saw, he was flying away on a dragon.
I think. Wait, I'm gonna make a history check with
Okay.
disadvantage.
The green dragon got away, I guess.
Yeah, he was on top of the dragon that got away.
I wasn't there for that.
Are you trying to remember it, or what are you doing?
8, 7, 6. 6. Do I believe that we disintegrated his son last night with my 6 history check?
No.
No.
It wasn't
He was
the
on
same
the
kind of
green
dragon,
one.
was it?
He was on the
It was
green
a
No,
black
but we've
dragon.
only seen so many riders. Did you have? The
I
same
would
voice?
say even from
Was he
that,
elven?
like it was no one. It wasn't
Oh.
elven. He was wearing purple robes. The other guy was wearing green robes.
Okay.
So it was like I think color difference was enough for you to know that wasn't the case. Even like if it was like if they both wore the purple robes, yeah, you would have believed it. But since the colors were
robes and
different
purple.
enough, you can kind of know that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we didn't kill him.
Your wife's gonna lean over and be like, "It wasn't him, honey."
No, we didn't kill him.
Well, that's better news, I guess. So you drove the dragon away,
Yes.
and my son got away with him.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. I think I need a minute. And he's gonna get up and walk out of the room. So, Lady Silverhand's gonna kind of kick the discussion back in and be like, okay, so we have heard reports that the attacks have stopped. That's probably due to you driving the dragon out, which is good news. Not good news is that the towns are destroyed, but that's what happens when you have dragon attacks. That's what we're trying to fight here.
Yep.
Typically, you don't see this many dragons working together. So they typically, specifically Chromatic dragons, only work for themselves. And so seeing countless dragons working together we have to take casualties into play. Like, that's just going to happen.
And you did mention the thing
Did
about.
we promise the giant share?
I think you did.
Okay.
Did you
Which
mention
I
the
think
thing
they kind of already knew about because
Yeah,
you also
the
gave
giant
them the
share, we
castle.
mentioned the castle and the flying
Yeah,
castle.
Yeah, that was last book, essentially. That was the first
That was a
conversation.
while ago.
It was.
Remember when that flying
This
castle
goth
was
shit.
a
6
big deal?
episodes ago.
Yeah, that was like just a handful of episodes ago, actually.
Anyway,
Yeah, Big Goth Tits was there. Good time.
Anyway, so before they give you any more information, they're going to say, okay, so the first step is we need to what's the word they say? We need to allocate the dragons' service. So there are 5 ancient dragons and their underlings. Specifically, the 5 ancient dragons. We need to allocate where we want them to go. And since you were the ones that delegated with them, I think they're the only ones that are going to allow you to delegate where they protect. So
I think what we should do is each one of us gets an ancient dragon to protect us.
To ride?
Yeah, you know what?
I don't think they'll let us ride them.
And we just take them straight to the
Ella let
cult,
us ride her.
and we just give them what for.
I've heard of this new invention called a nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
We
I
can
know.
drop it from high up in the air.
I don't think they're going to go for that. There's our just generic scout reports have kind of got countless dragons at the well. I don't think 5 ancient dragons is going to do much, unfortunately.
Well, they're ancient dragons. How old are these ones at the well? I mean, they must be younglings.
Most of them are adult dragons.
No,
several
well,
hundred years old.
Everyone knows one of us plus an ancient dragon is worth what?
2
100,
adult dragons?
200 normal
I was
dragons?
gonna say, I'm pretty powerful.
Try
I can fly.
at most 3 per ancient dragon.
Slowly, comparatively.
So we've counted more than 100 normal dragons there.
5 times 3, that's
Okay.
approximately 100.
And then he used his time powers to return before this conversation.
That didn't work out well. I'm gonna rewind.
Devo
Wind
would say
it
that,
back.
though. That's not a joke. Devo would be saying this.
Sorry, I know. I just thought it was
So Lady Silverhand's just gonna humor you because she just thinks you're just a little bit not there.
Which one is humoring me?
The front lady.
They can
Ah, yeah! Devo's enjoying this one.
yes,
He's gonna,
my
you're gonna
favorite
walk
thing.
up and like, lean on the table. Like, I think we could take him.
He's like, you think we're pretty funny, huh?
They can smell. No, they can smell the alcohol on Devo's breath.
Absolutely.
You're like, so when does this pity turn into attraction?
So how much more pitiful do
Pity
I
and
have to be before you
attraction,
take
side
me
by
home?
side.
Oh my.
Let me be your puppy. Okay.
I'll
Anyway.
bark for you.
Yo, I will bark.
Rough stuff.
Anyway, so they said there's a lot of things that we need to protect, but I believe that you guys are going to be the only ones that the dragons will respect to make decisions for this.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we have
targets
5
them.
dragons. We need to allocate them to places. Where do you want to put them?
Up north, south, east, west. I don't know.
I genuinely do not know enough.
Is there a
Probably
battle map of
educated
the
Population
dragon
centers
soul?
are important.
What?
Soul,
Population
please?
centers are important.
So the thing is there's a lot of population.
I know.
So I'll kind of give you like a general
Who
of this.
has been attacked the most so far?
We should,
Well,
we
the
should
problem
put
is that
us.
typically-
we should put one right there in that tavern. I'm telling you.
Typically,
Tavern would be free.
Ella can
they're
stay
attacked
with us.
once and then left alone because they're raided and taken everything. So they don't get attacked twice very
That's
often.
good, yeah.
But the thing is I think what's going on here is that they want to allocate these to resources that they have that they want to keep safe. So like armies that they know that are going to
Yeah.
come in handy afterwards. You could send them to
Strategic places.
strategic places
Yeah.
either in the world or dedicate them to factions to be able to
Do they have?
keep
like,
them safe.
Can they let us know what some of those places are? Would we just know those, or would we have?
You probably are at least somewhat aware of them. So the Harpers have mages and scouts that they could protect. Maybe not a ton, because they're kind of like a hidden sect of people, so they may not necessarily need one.
Yeah.
The Order of the Gauntlet would definitely take one because they've got a lot of churches that they protect and a lot of paladins, which you will know just from gathering and resources from these meetings that they're going to be really the only big source of healing for this battle. So that's one that could be important. The Enclave, the Emerald Enclave, is dedicating druids, treants, and good and neutral aligned lycanthropes. So if they and Delane will pipe up and say, if you dedicate one to us, we're going to send it to protect the great tree.
So lycanthropes is werewolves. What's the
Well, it's
technical-
were creatures.
Okay,
it's not necessarily just
so
werewolves.
We had a
Were
were
hippos?
creature of our own.
Not
until
anymore.
recently.
So this includes were hippos?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Werebears.
We were very, very aware of lycanthropes.
Anyway.
So he will send it to. They have an ancient tree known as the Grandfather Tree that he would send it to protect because that will be an asset in the fight. All of the Lord's Alliance will have their own thing. Lady Silverhand and Lord Neverember are saying they're going to send Waterdeep's army. So having one nearby might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Conrad Brananvil is dedicating dwarf soldiers and dwarf forged armaments and siege weapons. So that could be very helpful to have them protect it.
Let's not pair him up with Ella. Let's let
think it'd be
him somewhere
funny,
else. Yeah, that'd work.
One of them would be dead. It would probably not be the dragon.
To get the armor back one way or another. Should we tell him about that now?
I'm sorry. So the Harpers if the Harpers got a dragon, they would use one for intelligence gathering. The Order of the Gauntlet would send their dragon to El Terrell, where they have most of their troops. The Emerald Enclave would send their dragon to protect the Grandfather Tree.
Lord's Alliance.
The Lord's Alliance, since there are 7 council members, each one is from a different city. They would just be used to protect their city.
So we have like 7 cities in like 4 different locations that they all want protection.
Yeah, and that's the thing is they are going to argue over them. So you guys are the only third party that would have an unbiased opinion on where to send them. You will see that Conrad Brananvil won't really ask for one because you do know that dwarves typically live at least somewhat underground. So dragons don't really need to protect area. It's hard for dragons to get down there already, and so being attacked is less likely for them, and so protecting them is not going to be that useful either.
So is there anyone else we're missing then? So we got Harper's Gauntlet, Enclave, Lord's Alliance, Waterdeep.
Lord's Alliance is 7 people.
Yeah.
It's the 7 people above, and each one's got their own agenda for what they want their dragon for. The other option is just to send them to strategic areas in the world, and each ancient dragon can cover about 100 square mile area.
Yeah, so like fence them in before they can get past them, something like that.
Well, like it's going to prevent if an ancient dragon is within 100 miles of a target, the cult's going to have a lot harder time to even consider that target because one ancient dragon versus a couple adult dragons is going to be hard.
Yeah. So obviously we don't understand with the dwarves, so that's already one down.
Yeah. We could have 2 dragons cover the city alliance, and that should be able to cover most of the area.
Well, all their
patrol in
areas
that
are kind
area.
of all over the place, so you can't really group them easily. Because you have to think.
Can we have them rotate between the 7 cities, a couple dragons?
Typically not, just because the whole point is like the way the dragons' areas work is when they settle in an area, like areas around them are affected by their magic, and so that's kind of part of the 100 mile is just they
Getting some
radiate
weird
magic
actions.
and power, and so that's kind of partly how they keep everything protected.
Yeah.
So moving them won't do it as much.
So we do need one for Waterdeep. That's kind of absolute.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I'm with that.
The Misty Forest is already screwed, so we don't need to worry about that area.
Yeah, King Meldrug probably has come back at this point, and he's sitting down to listen in. So.
Okay, so one to Waterdeep. I mean, the Harpers just want it for intelligence. I mean, that's cool, but it's not really protecting anything. I mean, it's nice to have it. I mean, intelligence is very important, but.
Intelligence can save the day.
Yeah, so they would. I mean, obviously, if you
And
guys
also
are having
be a
talking,
dragon in reserve.
if you guys are talking, she will pop up and say, "Look, I understand if you don't send one to me, but intelligence has saved more lives than you can count.
Yeah.
Just because knowing that the enemy's numbers before you go in can make all the difference in the world."
Yeah, I mean, that's offense versus
That's what
defense.
I'm thinking one for sure to the Harpers.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm probably thinking one to the Emerald as well.
Okay.
Guard the tree and the,
Yeah, and then
those
They're lycanthropes.
lycanthropes will be good against the claws and fangs.
Worth at least a few men.
yeah.
Well, so
There
they're
you
going to
go,
send
need
it to
that damage.
the grandfather tree, which is the big thing.
Okay.
But there's a lot around that area.
Wait,
that's
how come we
protected, too.
just don't have a dragon go to the
So we've got,
defend the tree and
okay, so one for sure in Waterdeep.
I mean, again, the thing is the Emerald Enclave is a vast people. Like, they're not
Okay.
just in one forest; they're in many forests all over the world.
Yeah.
The grandfather tree is the biggest asset they have, so they're going to send the dragon to protect that area.
Yeah, and
Okay,
we
and
definitely
then-
need to send one with the gauntlet because healing is going to be huge.
One
Yeah.
of the gauntlet. So we got 3.
That's
one in
4.
Waterdeep.
One more, so that's 4, and you got one more.
We got one more.
want to go on a fence.
Yeah, I mean, we already said the Harpers, so that's offense. I mean, intelligence is more offense than defense.
So they're not. I don't think anyone really needs to send dragons on offense because one dragon by itself is not going to be much of a fight. It will be like small battles, but it's not going to win a war.
Yeah.
So they're more worried about protecting what we have now, and then we will gather forces and send a fight in.
Yeah.
The only thing we have left is the Lord's Alliance, but now we have to figure out what cities.
Yeah, sure.
Tell them to fight.
Oh wait, what about our Erebor and what's that valley that my people reside in?
Washington.
Yeah, Marsha Tomb. A single dragon can cover both those areas, right? And they haven't been attacked yet, which means they're on the list.
No, those are too far away.
Too southern?
No, they're too far away from
the
each
Dragon
other.
Souls. Really? 100-mile radius?
Yeah, I think so. You're here.
Yeah. Erebor and then Marsha
I mean,
Tomb.
you're across a huge mountainscape.
Yeah, dragon right on top of the mountain. We'll get like those 3 cities.
I don't have a clear
Easting, Marsha
distance?
Tomb.
I don't-
You
yeah,
don't
there's
have
no-
like a 100-mile scale
Yeah, there's not
somewhere.
a scale on this map. I can see if I can find a better map with the scale. I don't think. I mean, this whole area, it took you 2 months to travel. Let me get my map out so I can draw. 2 months to travel from here up to there. Oh, you can't see it. I
Yeah.
blocked the map. Sorry. Okay.
That was with the slow caravan, though, wasn't it?
I mean, that was at normal pace, not fast pace.
Yeah.
That took you 2 months of travel and like 800 miles. So, I don't know. But again, they're also going to ask you like, what's down there that's so important? Because how are they helping the?
Oh, so Well of Dragons, the Marsh of Tomb is right below it.
Yeah, but they're also not going to.
Erebor
They're not going to
there.
risk sending a dragon near the Well of Dragons because it's going to be attacked.
Yeah.
That's like their base of operations right now.
Well, what major cities to the south have not been looted? Because Green has been looted. Has Erebor been attacked and looted yet? I mean,
They're semi-well armed and like they have bigger walls, so it's
Yeah.
a lot of the
Better
smaller
siege
outskirts.
engines.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got more protection against dragons because they've got siege weapons and stuff to help.
And the Marsh of Tomb is too spread out to make it valuable. To
Well,
raid,
and typically
something
it's
that.
like they don't have anything valuable to steal. Like there's no, because again, most of those are like
traded
swamp
goods rather
races.
than,
Yeah, swamp races. So they're not going to be like collective people that do a lot of like markets.
Yeah, they're not carrying around
We
gold.
could
iron's more
strategically just
valuable
drop
than-
one somewhere on the map, like between the Well of Dragons and Waterdeep, if you think that would be important. Or
I'm trying to draw. I'm trying to.
so, I don't know. I'm just
So
trying to
can
think
you show us the 7 cities in the City Alliance?
Oh boy, Michael. Hang on.
might be getting a bit too deep on this.
I know.
No, I need all of the politics described
All
to
right,
you in great
so,
detail.
the
Every
first
single
one.
politician's middle name.
Yeah.
Which one's closest to the Well of Dragons that hasn't been looted? How about that?
Oh boy.
Probably
Let me
also
just
Parnas
circle them all
or-
we
first.
also
So the
don't
first
wanna
guy
get that close
is
to the Dragons.
so Tyranny is from Silvery Moon.
Alright, way up north.
Brawn Anvil. I'm not trying to draw. I'm trying to grab. Sorry, I gotta figure this out. See if this tells me where he's from. Mithril Hall, which I think is
To the left.
Yep. Just to the left of that, so there. We have Dagult Neverember and Lady Silverhand, which is from Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
We have King Melindrock, who is typically from, I think it's here, the forest area.
The one that's destroyed, yes.
Yep. Sir Istival, I'm not trying to draw.
The
I'm going back and forth.
Knight.
He is specifically from Daggerford,
Okay.
which is right next to the city there.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Uller Ravengard, who is. See if this tells me.
I mean, Dragon Spear might be a good intermediate point. That's
He
got a good
is
lay of the
from
land.
Baldur's Gate.
The video
Baldur's-
game?
Yes. So those are your maps. So
I think maybe Baldur's Gate because that's a central trade area.
yes.
It's a lot of stuff goes
and
through
then
there.
so let me think. So El Terrell is where the Order of the Gauntlet would send them.
Mhm.
Harper's is that. I don't know if it tells me where the grandfather tree is. Let me look for just a second.
It's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be in here somewhere.
The wood of what?
Sharp teeth.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe Cloakwood?
Probably not the Forest of Worms.
No.
Probably not the Forgotten Forest or the Far Forest.
Yeah,
What's
it
that
doesn't
one?
really tell me. I don't
Southwood?
think.
Where's the
Southwood.
well at right now?
It probably is in the High Forest, to be
there.
honest.
Oh, there it is. Next.
So I'm saying Baldur's Gate would probably be a good spot because that'd be major trade. And I'm assuming that river flows down into the
Ocean.
yeah,
Or
what was
into
that,
the-
Sea of Swords.
Yeah. Let's see. Goes out west.
Oh yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. It travels from the mountains down out into the sea. Yeah. I don't think it really tells me where it's from. It's in one of the big.
What if we do Elturel?
In the High Forest.
Then anybody attacking Baldur's Gate will have to go through a dragon's
It
territory.
is somewhere in here. I don't know exactly where in the High Forest,
Yeah.
but the Treant is somewhere in the High Forest.
Okay.
So we were saying 1, 2, 3,
So we've got
and then
just
4 for
we got
intelligence.
one here.
Waterdeep.
You're gonna do one in Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
You're gonna send one to Waterdeep.
Yep.
You're gonna do one for intelligence gathering. That's
Yep.
4. So I'll put one over in the sea. That's 4, and then where's the 5th one gonna go?
Yeah.
You said one to the Enclave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
Okay. That work?
Yeah.
I do feel like we have some double coverage with Erebor and Baldur's Gate because anybody trying to go to Baldur's Gate would have to pass through Erebor, right?
Not necessarily.
Where's your
Erebor's down here.
right here.
Um,
Sorry,
Elturel.
Elturel.
They could come up from the north or south, and then you don't go through Elturel at all.
That's fair.
So they're close, but they're still far enough away. It's like I would say it's probably almost 200-300 miles
I
away.
wouldn't mind doubling up on that major trade area.
Baldur's Gate is also a very big port.
Yep.
So they have a lot of incoming and outgoing traffic from that.
Yeah.
It's like all up and down the coastway. So ships that go from Waterdeep or Neverwinter, all that's going to be coming up and down the coast, which the Baldur's Gate will help
So
protect
how
the
do,
dragon.
how do the Lord's Alliance feel about this? 'Cause
I mean,
we've given it
a
to
lot
one
of them
village,
are like. I mean, obviously the
Nice
4
spread.
council, the 4 people that get, or 5 people that get dragons are very excited with this plan. The others are like, they don't love the plan because they're not getting one themselves, but they understand that like you only have 5. There's 12 of us or 11 of us, so it's understandable. But and some of them like Daggerford and Waterdeep are close enough that it might help negate some attacks. It may not be all of them,
Yeah.
but just knowing a dragon is nearby is enough to scare small cult groups away.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
like the dragon could be resting on the southeastern tip of Waterdeep and
Yeah,
just like
and
get
be
him in
nearby
the
or
range and maybe get
something.
some
That sounds
Daggerford
good.
coverage.
Yeah. So it just, but yeah, so that's the idea.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea. I think they're in agreement that that's probably a pretty good idea.
We're so good at this, guys.
Oh, yeah. Definitely all of our military tactics and
So anyway,
all of our
War.
ways of thinking of that. Yeah.
Big war
Alrighty.
guy over here. Huge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
so you guys finish negotiating with that, and you will meet up with Ellie later to kind of give them the rundown on who's going where. Ellie is your dragon friend that you met, your ancient dragon friend.
Does she not join in on the council?
She does not. She is waiting until after. The only reason she was in it last time is because she was telling them that
Arguing for the dragon's sake.
yeah. So she is not an official part of the council, but
Yeah.
they will agree, because you have made an alliance with them. They will listen afterwards,
She's an honorary member.
kind of, but she can't come in.
She can't. Come
More of
So-
a representative of the dragon's interests.
Who's the tiefling?
I will explain that in a second.
Devo, it's your tiefling friend.
It is not the same tiefling.
Dang it.
That's
Sorry.
racist.
He likes making
You're gonna say
friends
they
with
all look the?
tieflings.
You saying they all look the
Yeah.
I'm
same?
saying that every
seriously.
tiefling is his friend.
It's true.
Just kidding.
Look the same? Similar?
Is she a woman?
How close?
Then
So,
Devo's interested.
all of the dragons have been allocated. They are all on board with the Dragon Alliance. They definitely think it will help. So Lady Silverhand will then step up and say, "All right, on to our next step." What did I give her a name? So she will say, "Rian, the letter, please." And so the tiefling will step up and hand a letter to her. Or actually, she already has a letter. I'm sorry. So Rian here brought a letter to us from who we believe is one of the members of the cult. Sorry, let me read this real quick.
Oh wait, do we want to talk about our dragon attack? I don't think we actually got to that part.
What? Oh, the one from.
Yeah, the pronouncement and people dying and all that fun stuff.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that first.
Real quick, dragon attack last night. We won, killed it. That was success on our side.
Not what I heard.
Well,
Yeah, I
We're
heard
telling
you
you
killed it,
differently.
but I heard you
we're-
died.
We're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
The dragon isn't,
Don't look great, but yeah.
but we're here.
hey,
Just a
we
little
look
tired.
fabulous. Thank you very much. It was a busy night.
You saved someone's town.
I know.
What's wrong with this?
Yeah,
We do
not
say,
very
ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for that. The town was in grave
Are
danger.
you
with that.
are you sure you
We
think
died.
it's
Well, she didn't say that.
Yeah.
She didn't say
You know
it.
what?
Anyway.
Next time we'll just let you guys take care of it.
No,
Anyway,
we die all the time.
The rider before we disintegrated him. What do you say, Keelan?
He said that the dragon masks have been combined, and that the
Mother of all
dragons is rising, which is Tiamat, and that sounds bad. Don't know a lot about it.
So you're
but it
gonna
sounds
see her
bad.
perk up from this, and then I will say, she pulls out the letter and she will say, "Rian brought me this before the council meeting. and this could then maybe make or break our fight against the dragons,
All right,
the
that's
cults.
it.
So she will say, pull up the
A
chat.
single.
What?
He got a single fruit snack in his
Yeah,
packet.
I have gotten a couple of those bags that are just terrible.
You gotta just
Quality
return them and be
control.
like, this had one snack in
I've
it,
gotten like
sir.
4 or 5. The
Where are
problem is
they
I bought
from?
them. Sam's.
Oh,
So she will open the letter up and she will read it out loud. And she will say, so Rian got this from me through her sources.
yes.
Yes, so she'll read it out, but I will say, roll me. I guess Michael, you're probably perceptive enough already. I guess everybody has a higher perception than Michael does. I
Mine's
don't know.
not high.
+5.
Yeah, you got
The
it.
passive perception is what I'm looking for specifically.
My passive is just 10.
I think yours is like 15.
Yep.
Where do you find
So you do see a handful.
sheets.
So she is. I will say before we get too much into details.
This is the first
She's
page.
she's new. You have not recognized
Ability
her.
saves and scores
She wasn't
bottom.
there in the previous meeting, and she doesn't look like she's sitting at the table. It looks like she's standing behind Lady Silverhand and Lord. I guess she's on the other side. She's over here.
That's not
Lady
sus at all.
Silverhand and Lord like Neverember. She will Lady Silverhand will introduce her as Sorry, I remember where I read it here. Rianne Nightshade. She's a special advisor to Lord Neverember. And so this whole time she's kind of been just standing back. And Michael, with your perception, you kind of get the feeling that people are trying to avoid eye contact with her.
The tiefling specifically?
Yes.
Who's it from?
My aunt.
Oh.
I know, it's really sweet.
Anyway, so you said that people are avoiding eye contact.
Not everybody, but a handful. Like Lord Neverember and Lady Silverhand aren't. The Harpers probably are not. But just a couple of the Lord's Alliances are just kind of like not trying to make contact.
But you said
eye
that
contact with
she's
her.
Neverember's.
She's his special. What's it?
He won't even look at her in the eye.
He will.
Oh, okay.
She's his special advisor. Her and Lady Silverhand will both. Him and Lady Silverhand will both talk to her. The Harpers probably will, but a handful of the Lord's Alliance won't. And actually, I have these names, and I'm not
So
sure.
is that what he perceived, or did he perceive anything else?
That's what he perceived.
Okay.
And can I get a read on why they're looking away? Do they look disgusted? Do they look angry? Do they look...
They don't look angry. They look kind of like concerned, a little disgusted, maybe. I'm gonna zoom him up a bit so you can see him. You can read the text below him. Trying to show all these so we can remember them, because this is really nice to have and show. You see them kind of avoiding eye contact. You don't really know why. You don't.
Does my insight
recognize-
not factor into how I can...
You don't know
You know
why
that they
they're
are,
avoiding.
yeah.
You know that they are avoiding
Yeah.
her, but you don't know the
Okay.
reason behind it because no one's talked to you about it. But she will pull out.
But I'm
this
getting
letter.
some looks of disgust and some looks of, not disinterest, but,
Just avoidance.
avoidance. Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of like I don't want to make
Okay.
eye contact. Like I don't like you, kind of a thing.
Anyway, let's get to the letter.
She opens the letter and she'll read out loud, and she says, and it says, "You don't know me, but we."
Because she's got horns. She's horny.
easy to grab onto.
You don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake in joining the Cult of the Dragon. The cult's horrifying plans are sure to bring doom to all, but I can't stop those. I can stop those plans with your help. Rescue me from the cult's clutches, and I will deliver you to the prize of prizes, the Blue Dragon Mask.
Oh.
Without it, Severin's forces are insurmountably set back in his effort to call Tiamat back to our world. The mask is here in Zonthal's tower, being studied and guarded only by a handful of wizards, including myself. The danger of my treason is becoming known. Of my treason becoming known grows with every passing day, and if I'm discovered, I'll surely be killed. Please hurry for the sake of everyone and everything you value.
You know, remind me the name again.
Iskander.
Have you heard that before?
You have not.
And we've heard of this tower, but we know of it, but we don't, haven't been there or seen anybody from there.
You have never. You probably have not heard of this tower.
Okay.
Jawpon for sure has heard of this tower and the wizard who it's named after.
Okay.
Zonthal is a very, very famous wizard in the wizarding community. Those of you who've done any studying at all, so magic-based, you probably would have at least heard his name before. What I will say is you guys probably know him specifically as someone that is delved a lot into extra-dimensional magic. So like demi-planes, things like that, teleportation,
We know what those are.
a lot of that kind of magic. So he is a quite popular wizard.
So should, yeah. Go ahead.
I guess
So,
go get the
anyway.
mask.
That is what she reads out, and she says this was delivered to us just before the start of the meeting from Rianne here.
So do we think it's a trap or what?
Well, and so you'll
Doesn't
see.
matter if it's a trap. We gotta go for it.
We started discussing it before you guys got in here, and obviously something's up. We don't know if it's a trap or not. But if it's not, it provides us one of the biggest opportunities to separate the dragon masks from each other.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like now that we have figured out the ancient dragons and they're here to help, I feel like we are able to like freed up to go
Strike
and
out
do
more,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that I know that Zonthal's tower is near a small village, and if we sent a large army, we would alert them quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sending
We're
a
very
small
subtle.
Send
group.
the A team in. We got it.
A team, maybe B team.
Who's the A team then, huh?
18 is
Send them instead. I'll go take a nap at the hotel.
Hey, we're not A team. We're one team.
Anyway,
Team one.
so they
Number one.
they say that. So that is what they will
Copyright.
give you.
Yeah, careful.
Sorry, Twitch.
We're not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, has anyone checked chat?
I have it up.
Okay.
It's empty.
Yeah,
We're chilling.
we're chilling.
It's been a pretty chill day.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mostly was the spa.
It's super
episode.
cold.
I think it's the cold.
So is there anything else left in the...
That's I think about it for the meeting.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
have anything else we want to say to anyone at all?
How did the black dragon get to the middle of Waterdeep without like people
Yeah,
noticing?
did any of you guys see him?
No alarm bells. No like, hey,
It
dragon
was
attack.
very dark, and it's a black dragon, so it's in the dark. Is even harder
Oh,
to see.
okay. So since it's a black dragon, that
Alright.
makes it okay.
Yes.
Problematic.
And what about the fiends that infested the town? There's
uh,
gotta be a man on the inside for those, right?
Well, can you? And so one of the Harpers.
One of the guys goes, "What are you talking about? There's no fiends in this town. There's no way anybody in here is a traitor. None of us.
Yeah,
are
no,
a traitor.
I
Nobody
didn't
can
even
possibly
heard of that
be a
word.
traitor.
What's a traitor?
Shut up, everybody.
What's a
leave.
fiend?
Let's
What's
get
a
out of here.
So one of them, or Romalia will pipe up and ask you a little bit of information about them. What do they look like?
Fiends.
Big, ugly, and then the other ones were
I
skinny and
make
spew
myself
poison
look like
gas.
both of them?
Yes, you can,
I
because you
will
have
do
seen
that.
them. So she will pipe up and say, Nikoloths. Or she'll say, specifically Yugoloths in general. They're good at invisibility. They have near unlimited invisibility. The bigger ones for sure do. The smaller ones teleport a lot. They all teleport, but the little ones are really good at teleporting, and the bigger ones are really good at invisibility and whacking. So that's probably how they got in unseen. It's not hard for them to infiltrate anything, and that's why they're such a problem, and that's why they're such a danger to us as allies to the cults.
All right. And last thing, what is it? Does anybody have any idea about how they knew precisely where we were? Any idea?
Well, I assume if you have access to divination magic that they also do. So scrying is a real possibility. They've attacked you before. Maybe they got some sort of sample of something and were able to find you.
Yeah, Wayland.
Tracking
how
spells
you
are a
feeling,
real thing.
Wayland?
Not great right now, to be honest. I'm pretty tired. A little
I mean,
hungover.
obviously, you have
Really
fought
hungover.
several very high-level wizards. You've killed most of them, but I know some of them that
No, one got away.
one got away, and maybe that was enough for them to know to figure out how to trace you. So,
All right.
We should
From
knock
now on,
Wayland
kill
out.
every single wizard.
No, just knock Wayland out right now.
Why? What?
What? No reason.
Oh my God, demon!
He can't know
he
where we
can't.
are.
He turns out behind you, like use turns, like whack.
Pretty much.
I'm confused right now. Oh, I'm still a demon.
You're still
Yeah.
a demon. Nick didn't see you turn, so he turns and sees the demon. It's like and like boosh, inflict wounds 7th level.
Did you actually do that?
No,
No, I'm just playing.
he one shots you. 100 health gone.
Golly.
I'd probably have enough spatial awareness to realize nobody else is freaking out.
Yeah. Anyway,
Baby.
so
Turn into Nate.
they will hand off the rest of the council meeting. You guys are pretty much done with what you need to do. They will ask if you have any other questions.
I think I'm good. You guys good?
You know what would have been really funny if you like turned into not the fiends, just turned into like one of them.
This is what they look
This
like.
is what they look like.
Yeah, I turned into the tiefling.
They just pick a scapegoat and just any of them.
Okay, so we're done with the council, right? We're probably leaving or walking
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
But no, for real. Like, do you think that whatever happened to Wayland last night, maybe how they're finding us?
I'm not smart enough to know.
Wait, because I guess the magician or the guy that that infected.
I guess I'll just sleep with a bag over my head from now on.
Yeah, just like never. You can't know where we are anymore ever.
Okay, but imagine if they became the bagged wanderers. It's like this group of adventurers that wander around
Well, one guy
potato
with a
sack,
bag on his head.
and then we have to stop doing it because eventually the dragons just start attacking anywhere where people are wearing bags over there.
So I'm
potato
going to add one more thing, and then we're going to call it today. So as you guys are leaving, Romalia is going to pull you guys to the side after me. So she'll meet you outside and kind of gather you for a small little secret session.
This is the tiefling?
No, this is the leader of the Harpers,
Okay, yeah.
Romalia. I think my wife is playing music.
Yep, pure so.
Careful!
My phone's
blah,
up there,
blah,
so I
blah,
can't-
blah, blah, blah. This isn't copyrighted.
Yeah. I don't even know if the microphones can pick that up.
Probably not.
I think... No, it's still going. Hang on. Quiet. I'm going to mute the audio for just a second.
I can't hear it.
What?
I can't hear it.
Cannot?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Good
cool.
enough.
Good enough for now. I'm going to pause it.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't...
Play it immediately again.
Yeah. Anyway, she will pull you to the side and say one more thing. A couple of us talked about it, but we didn't want to bring it up just yet in the council because I don't know if everybody quite knows about this. We'll bring it up soon, but I didn't want to bring it up in front of everybody. We had a delegate from Thay come, and they want a delegation to you specifically. They requested you guys.
The Fey, F-U-Y?
Thay, T-H-A-Y.
Okay.
So you probably don't know what this was. This sets off bells in a couple people's heads.
No,
You
not
probably
the
know
Thay
of
ones.
them. Specifically, Japan knows them very well. And I will describe for him. I assume he will tell you guys Japan. Is that true?
Why Faye?
What?
Why us?
They have heard of your exploits. They know that you're unbiased in terms of the council. You have no ties to any one land. That like the Lord's Alliance has ties to their own land.
I'm not even
The
from this
Harpers-
reality. No ties.
You're from this reality, just not this plane.
I'm in
Different
Spain.
thing.
Sorry.
So she will say, a powerful red wizard has come, named Ilmic. I think it's his name. I'll pull it up and make sure. Where did it go?
Do you mean Belisharon?
No, I do not.
Okay. That was the one that took over the uncle.
Got it. All right, so you were summoned to a secret meeting, or she pulls you to the side for the secret meeting. She has been approached by a wizard of Thay named Nye Ilmic.
Nye?
N-Y-H, Nye. That's how I would pronounce it. I don't know if that's right or not, or Neh, I'm not sure. Ilmic has extended an invitation to the council to send an envoy to Thay to discuss ways in which Thay and the Sword Coast might aid each other during the current crisis. You have been specifically requested, after which, to meet them in Thay, after which you will be returned safely to Waterdeep. The time is negotiable, but the destination is not.
T-H-E-Y?
A-Y. T-H-A-Y. The visit to their embassy will last only a few days, but the location of the meeting is not negotiable. The duties of the Tharkion, a Thayan governor, will preclude her leave. She can't leave her post. You have to meet with the Tharkion to talk about alliances, and she can't leave. So you have to go there. Ilmic has been carefully questioned. Obviously, we're very wary, and Japan, you are especially wary of the words Red Wizard and Thay and all this stuff because
Red
you guys have
Wizard.
fought. Yeah, so
Red mages.
so one thing that Japan will tell you is the Thay is known for Red Wizards and Red Mages. Like that is where they come from. So all Red Wizards have originally started in Thay. Whether they are good or not is something different, but all Red Wizards come from Thay.
We did have the journals that said the Red Wizards and mages were divided upon this.
Correct. And so they will say, if we can prevent any more Red Wizards from joining Severin, his plans will be severely compromised because he needs a lot of magic to bring her back. So that's a big part of the ritual is magicians.
So you said that the location is set, but the time is.
I mean,
is
they want you
flexible?
soon, but like it's not pressing. I definitely think this other thing is a little more pressing in matters.
Blue mask and then
And then
But they can't. You have to go to them.
Yep.
Um,
Do they have a teleport circle glyph we can learn?
Ilmic has promised to get you there and back. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, I can't make you go. This is only a request, and this is why we haven't even brought it to the council officially, because I think they would send you, and you would have no choice. But
I mean, is
obviously,
it a pop in, pop out situation.
Japan, I assume you're pretty wary of this already. But they're gonna say, obviously, it's your choice. We're not gonna force you into anything. But an alliance with the Red Wizards would be invaluable in this fight, along with, I mean, already the Ancient Dragons. But the more forces we get, the more chance we have to win. And without, I feel every alliance we can make, we won't win. So.
And this was the Harpers giving us that there's a representative waiting for us. That's happening.
They are in town. They're in Waterdeep. The representative is in Waterdeep.
I don't think we can trust them, regardless.
So we were wary of that too, and we have cast several zones of truth to question them.
Is there no way to get around Zone of Truth?
There is, but you typically,
But they'll know if they get around it.
as the cleric mentioned, the caster knows if they have failed or if they are telling the truth or not from what they're said.
Okay.
So they seem to be trustworthy, or at least this person does. Again, this is why I'm saying you don't have to go. This is just a request, not a demand. So,
And the request is just for a meeting with their...
Tharkion.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's in Thay.
That's in Thay to Thay. Yes. You will be teleported to Thay by Ilmic and
Teleported back.
teleported back after a few days of talk.
A few days.
It's gonna be a few days of
Talking.
Maybe it just
Yes.
teleports us right into like a mountain or in a volcano or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You need a destination for the glyph.
That's if he's using teleportation circle, yes. If he uses
Yeah.
teleport, it's different. But anyway, so that is all I will say. Obviously, think about it. I assume if you're going to Zonthal's Tower first, you have a few
Yes.
days to think about it, but just be aware that that's your next step, because the next alliance is going to be a big step. So, anyway, that is the end of your council session.
Hey. We got through it. Nobody died.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We still may have to steal a set of armor after this.
Yeah, I didn't mention that one yet.
Yeah, that didn't come up.
That's going to be an interesting side quest. I got to go right.
I bet.
Anyway, so we will call it here. Thank you for joining if you are online. We will see you guys next week starting at 3.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
If you
and
go
hit
back
that
and watch
bell.
this and join us on
Oh,
Twitch,
yeah.
don't forget Streamloots is a thing.
bell.
I have set up so you can play with us and make our roles change or make us do
I
things.
mean, why haven't I been doing that?
Because it's
Because
for
we
non-players.
can't do
It's so that
Ah.
other people can do it.
We already influenced the game by,
Inspiration.
influencing the
Playing the game.
This allows people to like summon encounters or adjust your dice rolls, give you advantage, give you disadvantage. Like it just allows people to play with us if they want
Sit
to.
in here and then someone brings on a
I wanna do
I
it.
guess
Anyway,
we should
We're gonna call it
see
here.
if our commissions
We will
are
see
done.
if I'm on the camera. I am not.
See you
We will
guys
see you next
week.
week. I don't know if I have.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.